The late January sun hangs low over the ballpark, painting the skies in shades of orange and purple that baseball poets have rhapsodized about for generations. But tonight, there's no time for poetry. Tonight is about survival, interdivision grudges, and that bitter taste of watching your most hated rival celebrate on your home turf. From the Red Sox and Yankees waging war in the AL East for a century, to the Dodgers and Giants carrying their feud from coast to coast, baseball's greatest stories have been written in these division battles. The kind where every pitch feels like Game 7, where every error could haunt a city's dreams for years to come.
We've seen it time and again. Pinello railroading Fisk, Bucky Dent's homer silencing Fenway in 78, Brian Johnson breaking Dodger hearts in 97, and the bitter battles that have defined baseball's most storied divisional conflicts. Tonight adds another chapter to that storied history.
The standings tell us what the numbers already know. Matchups where a sweep can change everything. With just 3 weeks left in the season, the winners take control of the divisions, while the losers face the brutal wild card games or miss out on the postseason entirely. With just 3 weeks left in the season, this isn't just baseball. This is October coming early. This is why we play the game. This is division rivalry baseball, where hatred breeds respect, and respect breeds the greatest games ever played.
Cannot hear you, P Money.
Wow. I clicked the unmute. And
there you are.
We made it. Week 12. Happy Friday, everybody.
We did.
We are here. It is division rivalry week. 3 weeks kicking off today.
Can't wait. Been waiting for this, man. It's going to be great. Yeah, I want to start this off, though. I feel a little offended. I feel a little attacked. I feel like you were calling me out on that in that intro video. 3 videos in a row. the Pirates score to go up 4-3 on the Cardinals late. Then the next video was Dansby Swanson thrown over to third base and then smacking Nolan Arenado in the face, which, by the way, Nolan Arenado probably won't be playing for us this year. Then the clip right after it, you put Paul Goldschmidt in the Arizona Diamondbacks uniform, and he doesn't play for us anymore. So what the crap's that all about?
Well, I could tell you the exact progression of what happened. What's funny was I was hoping you wouldn't notice, but you did. I really liked the clip of Swanson throwing out Arenado. I just liked it because it's a division rival thing. But then I was trying to search. So no, it started with the Pirates one. It went in order. I put that in there. Then I thought, you know what I should do, because that was against the Cardinals. I should do a pro Cardinals one. So I looked up Arenado home run versus Cubs. And every single one was a Rockies Arenado hitting a home run against the Cubs. So then I found it showed Arenado Cubs, and then it showed that play. And I was like, well, that's cool. So I put that in there. Then I thought, well, I'm still going to try to do something positive for the Cardinals. So I put Goldschmidt home run versus Cardinals, and all it was, or Cubs versus Cubs, and all it was Diamondbacks Goldschmidt. And I was like, you know what?
Disrespectful.
Let's just do Goldschmidt home run versus Dodgers, because he hit a lot of home runs against the
Disrespectful
Dodgers.
That's what it was.
So.
Disrespectful. I'm offended.
Kicking in a lion while they're down.
Used boo holes. She could have used. I mean, my lord. No, I would have accepted Matt Carpenter. My lord. See him walk to first, I mean,
I have plans for some David Freese content, but that can't come in until the playoffs. So good times are coming for the Cardinals.
Okay.
In the intro. I thought you were going to say you're offended that you were left out on all the awesome trades that happened this week in our fantasy baseball league.
There was a lot. There was a lot. Big numbers of trades. And in fact, I haven't even got to discuss with you yet, but I was actually way more impressed with the 1v1 trade more than the 4-team trade.
Yeah,
I didn't think the 4-team trade moved the needle as much as the other one.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
But 4 teams is still impressive, and I'm sure you did 98% of the legwork. Would be my guess.
Yeah, that is 100%. I mean, of legwork, yes, 100%.
The other 3 had to say yes to it. That's the 2%.
Yeah, they just say yes and forward you the message. I literally pasted.
As soon as I saw it, I said, Preston did every bit of that.
Yeah. Chris Sleeper shouts out the Giants legend Brian Johnson making MATL appearance. I was wondering if our Giants friends were going to notice the Brian Johnson 97 playoff run division race, hit a huge home run against the evil Dodgers. So yeah, I had to put Brian Johnson in there, but good times.
Dang.
Yeah, I don't know about much current baseball events, but yeah, this last week for me, I was more fantasy baseball than anything. Pulled off a couple trades in our keeper league, and we're getting ready. Spring training will be here before we know it.
Man, so you're right. It's creeping up on us. There's still a lot of big names still to sign. Flaherty. I think there's a lot of momentum for Alonso to the Blue Jays. We'll see what happens there.
Where do you think Bregman will go?
Oh my goodness! See, the momentum today was Cubs. There's still a chance for a reunion with the Astros. I don't think that's going to happen though. I think
heard Mariners possibility.
Yeah, I really wish he would either go. I wish he would sign with the Red Sox so they would move Devers to first. But if they don't, I wish the Red Sox would trade for Arenado so they could still move Devers to first.
I could see him doing well in Boston, just popping balls off the Green Monster because he's had his whole career. He's had that short porch over there.
But as in a fantasy perspective, though, Alex Bregman, early on his name was massive. The first couple seasons were incredible, and is somebody you really tried to get as a cornerstone for your team. But as of late, the last 3-4 years, he didn't do it for me, man.
No, but I did hear that if he stays in Houston, they might not want him playing third, and they might move him to second. Have you heard this? And move Altuve to left field?
Yeah.
If he's a second baseman, I'm a little more interested in him from a fantasy perspective.
Yeah. You're absolutely right. But then that would suck for Altuve.
Yeah, but nobody anyways. I won't bring my Astros hate in here, but I did put a sad video of Bregman when I talked about teams being eliminated. So
yeah,
let me share my screen. What is Ethan saying? Bregman to Dodgers latest rumors. I laugh, but maybe that's true. I don't know. Well, what about the MATL, dude?
Dude,
man. Ugh.
Crazy times. As you can see right there, the biggest gainers last week were OGs, the Short Porch boys, Mr. Ethan, and the Doo-Whoppers had a big gain with 4 spots. The one who took the biggest hit was the Millbrae Boomers with a -5 place.
Got to bounce back today.
Yeah.
Got to bounce back. Yeah, we got some major all the division matchups start this week. So the last 3 weeks of the season. Division. So it's gonna be chaos.
It's gonna be great.
Gonna be chaos.
And you did something with the division standings right there. What's that?
I did. So here we have our division standings. Ben has still updated in yellow is the teams in each division that, according to Roto, should be leading the division, but Roto is not what we officially go off of. So, but right here in the column to the right of their records is their head-to-head record against the team they are playing against today.
Oh,
so the Desperados are playing $hitMachine, and $hitMachine's 2-1 in that matchup, and Desperados are 1-2. So that way we'll have a good idea of how they did against each other earlier in the year, and then also at the end of the matchup, for someone like this, Desperados and $hitMachine could very well face each other, in the playoffs at some point. Mm-hmm. And the head-to-head is going to come into play because that's the first tiebreaker in a matchup is head-to-head. So,
yep.
Yes, sir.
Well, we got some good ones too, man.
Wade says he's pacing himself till next season.
Good thought. Yes, good thought. Will Brent finally beat me for the first time ever this week? I'm excited. Talking that trash. Not Ethan. Stop.
We'll see. Desperados took control of the AL East last week. They were right up there.
Did you talk to Rylan?
I did. He wasn't. He was more measured than I thought he would be.
Okay.
But I think we had other issues we were talking about that was like we're on our minds more than the league. Believe it or not. So we didn't talk a whole lot about the league, but
okay.
But yeah, he was just like he was pretty sad about it. What can you do? He did that. He was hoping when he heard that Ethan put a lot of his backups in that he would have a good chance, but
little did we know that Ethan's backups are the best team in the league.
Roto still says that Rylan has the most talented team in the division so far, but we'll see. And then the West, we got MVD with a sizable lead. Up there, Max is trying to get his way into the playoffs with Picklesburg. The Central is very close. There's like a 3-game difference between the top and bottom of the division.
It's gonna be great.
Man. But Ethan controls it after his amazing last week. Good job,
Porch
Ethan.
Boys, look at you go.
He did not mention the gluten comments, Ethan. So I think he probably laughed knowing him. He has a good sense of humor. In the NL East, this crazy tough division as well. Dancin Homer's holding strong with a 2-game lead over Sasquad. But look at Roto loves Sasquad.
Dude.
Loves them.
They love them.
So,
out of nowhere, too, I feel like.
Yeah. But they've been using up a lot of their studs. So,
yeah.
Puddletown Webfeet just cranking away, getting it done. They hold the lead in the NL West. And then over in the Central, OG's pulling away a little bit. Mm-hmm. But today they have a matchup against the Sluggers, and that will be very telling if they can really pull away. So,
yeah,
we'll see. We'll see.
What's crazy about the East, National League East, is all 4 of those teams are in the top 8 in Roto. That's how talented that division is.
And I just, I say it every week, but 5 stars sitting at 13-20 is a pitiful record for how good they've played. It's just they're the ghosts of this season.
He's a -14. What?
Should be 14 ranks higher. That's so many.
Is going
on at this point in the season too, because we've leveled out a little bit.
Yeah,
but not for them, not for 5 stars. And it's going to get worse because we're in the division matchups now. So good luck. Every week is going to be tough for him. So we'll see. Well, I actually didn't. I neglected to tease it in the announcement for this week's stream, but we have a special guest today.
Oh, we do.
Yes, we do. So the rest of the managers didn't know to be excited for it. But a little special surprise. Should we see who we got here?
Oh,
let's
man.
See. Let's turn it on, and there we go. Oh, repping the San Francisco Giants. We got Greg Frediani, manager of the Millbrae Boomers. Welcome.
Got to be the streakiest team in the whole league.
Well, you were holding strong consistently for most of the season, and it wasn't until the last couple of weeks.
I lost my first 4 games. I was 0-4. Then I won my next 8 in a row. then I lost 3 consecutive series, 1 game to 2. Then I had that epic sweep again. Was a Louisville Slugger a couple of weeks ago.
Dancin Homers, wasn't it?
That befuddled the both of you guys.
And like the number 1 team.
Vaulted me back up to 4 games over 500. And since then, I've lost 8 of 9.
Oh, so you are up and down. That was like Ryland's team was like that last year, and I would see him at work, and he'd be like, "My team sucks," and then the next week he'd be like, "My team's great." Next week.
And today, as you guys know, I'm playing Puddletown, who's the one that swept me on opening day. So this is either my swan song and see you later week. Been nice knowing you, or this is my comeback back into the race here.
Well, speaking of Puddletown, he's asking. He said that's an old cap you got, 1960s.
That's a great question. I think this is 1971.
Okay.
But I forget if it's a cap day cap. The Giants used to have cap day, bat day, and all that. But yeah, this is a classic.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, the green bill. I love it.
I believe I got this in 1971. It's even got the little patch instead of the card, the old patch.
The backer. Yeah.
That's my little baby.
That's amazing. I love it.
Yeah, that is awesome. What else do you got back there on your wall? Is that some baseball memorabilia?
I've got so let's see. I've got this is the game ticket of the last game at Candlestick Park. in 1999. This is opening day at what was then Pacific Ballpark in 2000.
Oh, wow.
So both those. I love this. This is a great shot. You know what? Let me
see if I can
take you on a little tour here.
There we go.
So that's the day that Will Clark hit the base hit off of in the Cup, Game 5 of the 1989 playoffs to get into the World Series. First time since 1962. I love this shot because it's a great shot at Candlestick Park too. We're down the first base there. So this is like 9 days before the earthquake, which was the World Series. This is a very proud. I took this picture of Mays in 1986 spring training, and I was literally sitting behind, in front of the backstop, on the grass behind home plate, and got that shot with my last. This is film, so that was the last picture of the roll. So I was really lucky to get that. And then I had the shot at getting him to sign it, and he signed it.
Oh man!
Yeah.
That's me. That's my brother and my dad and myself in the Candlestick parking lot before the 1987 playoffs against the Cardinals.
Hey!
And, we won Game 5 that day to go up 3-2, and then I won't talk about the rest of the This is, I love this. My mom actually needle pointed this Sports Illustrated cover.
Oh,
you guys
nice.
all know what that is.
Yeah.
And then there's a little poster of some of my baseball cards.
That's fantastic.
So you are a prolific baseball card collector. Is that right?
Well, I've stopped. I guess, yeah. But I've stopped buying modern, if you will, if you know what I mean. I stopped in 2022, so I'm not going to buy anything. But yeah, I'm still trying to fill in sets here and there in the past. But yeah, it's kind of ridiculous.
But it's all ridiculous.
Yeah.
Right.
It's just that this whole league is exactly like that. It's ridiculous, but it's awesome.
Yeah, it's funny, and it's one of those situations where in life where it's the one situation you wish you were older. You know, you wish you were born sooner, so I could go into a store and buy some packs of 1952 tops. But I am old enough now. I can say I was able to go into a store and buy a pack of like Nolan Ryan's rookie card, that kind of thing. Johnny Bench's rookie card. 68 was the very first set I collected from the beginning of the season till the end, and it was the first set I ever completed.
Wow.
And when you first started getting trading cards, were you really little, or?
I was in 68 I was 10.
Okay.
And 67, the year earlier, and to this day 67 is by far my favorite design, favorite set, just beautiful set in my opinion. And that's when I got hooked. So I was 9, and then 66 was the year that I started playing Lions League baseball in Millbrae. So I was 8, and I remember, you got the dime after the game to go buy a candy bar or something at the concession stand. So they had baseball cards there, but I didn't know really what they were that much. But I had a few, and I was intrigued. And I remember the very, very first pack I ever bought was in 65. So I was 7 that year, and only bought that one pack. I still remember I got a Tony Kubek in the pack, which I still have. But it was 67 was the year I got hooked at 9 years old, and 68 was the year that like I say, from start to finish. And for Ben's sake, I'll to this day, the most coveted card in my entire personal history of collecting, but it was a neighborhood thing as well. The most coveted card was the 1968 Lou Brock.
Oh man.
Because he was, a World Series hero from the year before, and he was late. He was in one of the late series, one of the lesser printed series at the end of the summer. So it was like this anticipation. Where's Lou Brock? Where's Lou Brock? And finally see him on a checklist. He was in the 6th series. And I still remember Tracy Stern, my neighbor up the street who went to school. We went to school together. Her little brother, Harold, got a Lou Brock in the back and was like, no way. No way. Oh, yeah, he did. No way. So she goes inside. She comes out with the Lou Brock. Oh, my God.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's awesome. I thought you were going to say Bob Gibson in 68. But
he was in the very first series. So he just popped up right away.
Yeah. Wow, that's awesome. Chris Leeper says he commissioned me to do a Lego art piece of the catch. I'll have to follow up with you on that, Leap. I made this Lego Kobe at work. It's pretty cool, but lots of people talk about it. So, but yeah, I'm doing a Ken Griffey Jr. one next. But we'll have to talk about Willie Mays. Yeah, there, Leap.
That's awesome. Baseball is wonderful, man. It's incredible.
I really admire you guys because you guys are so good at modern baseball. As an older guy, I turned 67 2 days ago. Don't ask me how
happy birthday. Yeah.
I have no idea how that happened. I mean,
yeah, right. Blink.
And I've been calling the decade of the 60s and see what you guys think when you get there, but it's the decade of denial for sure. I'm in denial, but
shoot, I'm trying to mentally prepare for 40. So
yeah, right.
I'm already hitting denial.
Close, man. Getting close.
It's rockabye, baby. No, but I'm very weak. I'm very weak on 21st century baseball, and very, the 60s, 70s, and 80s is my wheelhouse. And, I've learned a lot about the 50s. And you guys will probably find that too, where later on, you won't be as sharp as you are right now for this era.
Yeah.
So I enjoy hearing you guys talk about this era because I don't know these guys that
well. The one thing, if you learned anything, Jared Weaver is the greatest pitcher of all time. That's what we've learned.
Well, yeah, but the main thing I've learned is Hoyt Wilhelm is not.
You've been lied to your whole life.
Friggin' Trevor Hoffman too. Golly.
Oh man. But Johan Santana's showing a lot this year. So yeah.
Man, fantasy baseball is just, I mentioned it before in the broadcast, but it's actually transformed how you watch the sports and how you're connected with sports. And that's, I'm thankful that, I grew up in the era that it became big. Fantasy sports became big,
I've never done fantasy baseball before. I've had opportunities, but now correct me if I'm wrong, but fantasy baseball is that year and that year's players and based on what they do on a day-to-day basis as you go along the season. I never had the time to do that and be able to devote. I've done football. I won my football fantasy one year and I did a lot of football pools. But the intriguing thing about this, of course, is the fact that you go all time. So you can delve into your particular era. You learn a lot about players that you've never heard of before as far as guys that played 1924,
right?
So it's been fascinating. It's really been fascinating and great. So kudos to you guys. Just love.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. Yeah,
and I'm learning.
Yeah, I always wondered, even since I was younger, when I played fantasy baseball, what it would be like to have Babe Ruth on my fantasy team. And then when I first started to have ideas to create this league, I didn't really want to do just a simulation because then the computers are deciding what's happening. So that's when I came up with the idea of, if I just pull games from their game logs, it's actual games that they've performed in their career. So then I really liked that idea. That's the key
in my mind. That's the key. When I explain it to other people, that's the little gem that I think makes the whole thing work.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's basically, it is in any given day from their career. How could this guy have performed? So it's pretty cool.
And who knows? Who knew that so many of my players had such bad days?
Right? They're just known as legends. You're like, Babe Ruth 0 for 4. What in the world? You know?
Well, at least you didn't draft Mike Trout, who for some reason in this
gosh.
league, if you didn't know any better, you would just think his career average like 229 hitter.
But
I
the
don't know
law
how
of
we
averages.
never get.
Well, can I ask you this? So once a certain game is pulled, and then you come around to the next week and you do your randomizer, is that game still included in the randomizer?
No, so I have a thing that at the beginning of the year that spits out the numbers, and then I go line to line, and I have a thing to make sure that there's no duplicates. So to answer your question, no, we don't allow repeats.
But it's still repeatable. You just don't use it. You just roll it, spinning it, and go on to the next one. Correct. So, in a sense,
it would.
If you
re-roll, I would get to it and just re-roll.
So we don't roll. It's a spreadsheet that we put all their career games in, and it randomizes the number for us, a game number, and we go along the spreadsheet line all the way through the season, and so. We can what he has. Yeah, there it is. That's what.
Here's last year's. So we had Mike Trout. We started. I can zoom it in actually.
Trust me,
Mike
you
Trout.
can zoom all you want. I'm still going to need the glasses.
Game 1 is his 602nd game. Then 2 was 1,007, and we just keep going down the line, and we make it. Since Ben and I both use this, we make it green. So Chuck Klein never got. Wow, he did not get used enough last year apparently because he's been killing it this year. He got this far. You know, his next game, if he had played, would have been 1391. And so sometimes people can get. You know, this really shows the luck of the polls. You know, because if you get higher career, like Justin Turner had 2 straight 1400s. He probably and then 1500 the game 2 games after that. So but that's how we do it. Every single team is separated by team.
Wow, that's cool.
And then we just go down the line and pull those games.
But still, with a guy like Mike Trout, you'd think the law of averages would have to.
That's right. Yeah, exactly.
One would think, but we're on our 3rd year of this league, and he's still he's bad every
weird.
year.
It's
I
weird.
don't know.
It's weird.
It is weird.
Can I ask about this? Roto's rotisserie, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I've never done that. I had a buddy who did. Is that the one you do the dice, and you have the little cards of whatever?
No,
Ben, you could probably explain it better than me. But.
Is it what they have already done in their overall career, or is it what they've done in this league?
So Roto is a cumulative stats that your team has performed. So, for example, you have that
rankings based on outcomes. Yeah.
So basically, if you have you'll see here in a minute. If you have 140 home runs, there you go. You can zoom in on that. Look at the white line. So, for example, 20 Masters of the Diamond has 209 runs. Okay, he gets 24 points for that because he has the most runs in the league. That's what his team has performed.
So it's just the rank.
His ranking. Yeah.
Yeah, but those are also points that go into the Roto ranking because at the end of the ranking, you can see that he has 240 total points. He had 24 from runs alone because he was number 1 in that. But if you look at his strikeouts on pitching, he's pretty low on that. He didn't strike out a lot of people on pitching, so he's getting beat or should be getting beat in strikeouts on pitching because he's bottom 6 basically.
But it's strictly based on past performance of this league.
Yes.
Yeah. For this season, and I do have an overarching document of career performance in this league. So I combined season 1 and season 2, and then at the end this season I'll combine season 3. And it's kind of fun to look at that because, like I say, for some reason Mike Trout's stats are terrible, and other people like Lance Berkman's incredible every year, or Larry Walker.
But again, I'll say it again: law of averages.
Yep. And that's why I like to kind of go off of Roto because it shows you how a team should be performing. So, for example, 5 Star has been kicking butt. Like his team is performing well, but he's been getting dominated because the teams against him have just been performing better. And it's like, man, 5 Stars got a good team. He's been performing well. It's not showing up. So.
Oh, well, we're going to have to get into our first match. I feel like that's the crazy thing is I could talk baseball forever. This is what Leap and I are like at work when we're like, wait, we got to get work done. We got to stop. But let's see, catching up on chat. Travis he's tracking with Greg on the physical card game.
Yeah.
And then I was talking about card game, actual players.
Yeah, there's a game you can actually play like a baseball game with cards. Me and Travis used to play it all the time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the friend of mine, they used to whip out. They used to like do 5 games. Just bam, 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 bam.
Yeah. It's fun.
Are we ready to see?
I am ready, baby. Let's go division time. We have Formidable versus the Tiger Lilies. Is Wade still on here? Wade, are you still on here? Formidable versus the Tiger Lilies. They are both 12-21. Tiger Lilies actually took the first matchup 2-1 earlier in the year. And if we're looking off their roto, Tiger Lilies is the 15th ranked roto team with the 22nd ranked offense, 11th ranked pitching. And Formidable, this is one that's been very interesting. Formidable is the 9th ranked roto team with the 13th ranked offense and 3rd ranked pitching. Third, man.
Well, 9th overall, that's really high in a 24-team league. Wow.
I know it. Yep.
Poor Nathan.
Right. He's a hop on the broadcast again.
I know, he does. Maybe that's his problem. All right. Let me pull these first game over here. I need to expand it. We are looking at Sam Lever, who we traded for from Masters of the Diamond, and Sparky Lyle versus Hooks Wiltsey and Jonathan Papelbon. Is it
That's
Wiltsey?
103 years difference down there at the bottom.
Oh, man. Oh, wow.
That wild.
Little did Hooks know in 1912 when he was standing on the mound. All these years later, 112 years later, guys would be on a computer, putting him up there with a closer who pitched in 2015.
Yeah, a closer. What's that?
Yeah, exactly. Sounds like something Wusses would have. A closer. All right. Well, should we get this going?
Let's go.
Okay. Ooh, 167 batting average right off the bat for Formidable. And they're down 4-2.
Nothing great. Joe Medwick, 2 for 4. No counting stats. Jimmy Fox, man, I love Jimmy Fox. 2 for 4. Yep. 2 runs. But he only had 1 RBI.
Yeah. I think this was like a worse and worser situation here. I think. Yeah, no multi-hit games for Formidable. They did get 2 RBI from Honus Wagner and a walk. Man, Tiger Lilies up 4-2. What do you think about this pitching matchup here, Greg? Who would you rather have, Lever, Lyle, or Hooks and Papelbon?
What is that, 1978 Sparky Lyle? I can't quite see it.
Yeah, 78 Sparky Lyle.
He's getting on in years by that time. So, and Papelbon is way up and down too. He's been unpredictable. So
that's true.
Historically, definitely Sparky Lyle, but it's hard to say.
Well, Formidable's in a 2-run hole, so they're going to have to really perform here. So let's see it. Let's see if they did it. Oh my! Oh, they did not.
He didn't do bad though. 2.16 ERA.
No, yeah.
Tiger Lilies did a little bit better.
The elderly Sparky was 1 1/3 scoreless. It wasn't a save or a win, but yeah, Lever quality start, win, 7 innings, 2 earned runs. But Hooks had a quality start, 7 innings, 3 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 scoreless and a win for Papelbon was huge.
I love the Tiger Lilies using Bill Freehan and Dick McAuliffe.
Wade Walker, this is only his. So last year he was new to the league, and it was his first year doing fantasy baseball.
Yeah,
But he's a big Yankees fan. So
he's
look
from,
at you.
He's
Wade.
from my hometown, Greg. Wade Walker is Tiger Lilies.
Look at Wade grabbing game 1, and here he said he was excited to see his team lose first. So self-deprecating Wade Walker. Okay, well, game 2. Jim Palmer and Sparky Lyle versus Christy Mathewson and Dan Quisenberry. I would have loved to have watched Palmer pitch against Mathewson. And this is a 78 Sparky Lyle 2 times in a row. This is a month and a day later than his last performance. So we'll see.
I think he was a Texas Ranger that year, I think.
Oh, Ranger. How did well, it's like a broken record. Did we paste in?
Right, let's check it, make sure.
Look at this batting average for Formidable.
Good. 15 hits?
405.
How do you only have 2 RBIs and 6 runs with 15 hits?
Wow. Cool.
Honus Wagner, of all people, the only one without a hit for him. Multi-hits for almost everybody.
And only 5 strikeouts.
That's crazy.
Well, so Tiger Lilies must have gotten it done here. They got a homer from Alfonso Soriano, of course. 2 RBIs from Dick McAuliffe. I don't know. It's kind of interesting. 7 runs. They took runs by 1. Tim Raines had a stolen base, but Jim Bottomley also had a stolen base. So Tiger Lilies up 4-2. Palmer and Lyle versus Mathewson and Quisenberry. Man.
Is that 76 for Palmer or 75?
76.
Just coming off of Cy Young. I think he won the Cy Young in 75. So this is dead in his prime.
Okay. Well, what does he do for Formidable?
Oh, my Lord. Lyle, what are you doing?
Oh my goodness.
Good Lord.
No.
Wow.
Technically does not get an out. I had to put the 0.1 or it will error this thing out. 2 hits, a walk, 3 earned runs. He blew this thing up. Yeah. Palmer 1 out shy of a quality start. He got the win, 3 earned runs and 5 2/3. But Mathewson doing his thing. Look at the 13 hits though, 2 earned runs, but no walks, no strikeouts in 9 innings. What a interesting outing. Tiger Lilies take it 8-3. This one's kind of thanks to Sparky Lyle. Did not help this one.
Golly.
His later years in his career caught up.
Been training with Hoyt and Trevor, hadn't he? Golly. Come on, Spark.
Oh man, Tiger Lilies up 2. Ethan says, "Wow, that was bad." I feel like the matchup between the two 12 and 21 teams is not disappointing right now. We're looking at Lefty Gomez and a 1981 Sparky Lyle.
Oh no.
We thought 78 was late. We're in 81. And Grover Alexander and Dan Quisenberry.
Oh boy.
Wow, I would not have thought we would get a Sparky Lyle performance that's a later date than the Dan Quisenberry performance.
That's a good call.
I'll never think of it that way, but
what year do you have Grover Alexander? 23?
23.
That seems really late for him too.
Make that spreadsheet bigger, P.
Yeah, good call. Let's expand that.
Yeah,
there we go. Okay, let's do the bats and see if Formidable can finally get a leg up Oh, does not. Oh, goodness.
Dude, the Lilies right now.
Wow.
7 RBI.
Joe Torre, look at him, 2 for 4 at the home run and 2 RBIs.
Yeah.
He's a lot of 2 hits here. Look at this. Harry Hellman, 2 for 4. Woo.
Medwick, 2 for 4 with a solo homer.
Come on. And the man I hated facing as a Cardinal, Alfonso Soriano. God, I hated facing that dude. He looked like he's going to hit a 468-foot home run every single time he batted.
You talking about when he was with the Cubs?
Yes.
Yeah.
That massive bat that was this big, the barrel.
Yeah.
He's a borderline Hall of Fame. He's in the conversation, maybe.
Yeah. We'll see. Well, second base, yeah, positionally too. Don Mattingly gets 3 hits. What? There was a running joke last year, Greg, that Mattingly was 1 for 4 with a walk. That was all he ever did. It seemed like we didn't know how his career batting average was not 250, because in this league every week it was 1 for 4 with a walk.
Well, him and Will Clark kind of had similar arcs in their career.
But Will Clark actually made the playoffs.
Yeah.
Honus Wagner had 2 hits. Canseco had 2 hits and hit another homer. But Formidable's in a major hole here. Left.
Ooh, are we going to see a sweep right off the bat? My
definitely
goodness.
in danger of it. Come on, Nathan. Get your guys going. Let's go.
Oh my Lord. Lefty Gomez, what are you doing?
No.
Golly.
Sparky managed to get a win, but he gave up. It was one of those blown saves win situations. 2 hits and a run, but he gets a win. But Lefty, 1 inning, 4 hits, 3 runs.
Oh, Wade. Dang it, team. I said yourself for next season. They're going to go on a streak here, Wade, and just miss, and you're going to be like, you kidding me?
Lose all your mojo. Grover had a quality start. 8 innings, 9 hits, 3 runs, and then Quisenberry scoreless inning. But man, 11-2, that was not very close.
Wow.
Tiger Lilies. What's that do to his record here? More respectable. In a
15 and 21. Look at him, 15 and 21.
Out of the cellar.
Tiger Lilies. Yeah.
Man. Poor Formidable. I feel bad for Nathan, man.
Yeah. What's funny is, so last year he wanted to obviously do better than he did because he was in bottom 3rd last year. And I think he came to the table in the draft and drafted a much better team.
Yeah.
And the Roto even says it. It says he has the 9th best performing team so far. Yeah. And yet he's still 12 and 24. So poor Nathan. I feel bad for him. Nathan is a New York guy.
See, he lives there, don't he? Or somewhere close.
Yeah, he lives out there. But he's also unique in that he likes Mets and Yankees and Mets players. Normally they kind of pick one. Yeah, he's a New York guy. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah. Well, Tiger Lilies up to 15-21. There's not much analysis to do. After this match, it's just the Tiger Lilies. Moving on up.
That's is what it is.
Nathan's just be playing for pride. I mean, he's so. But so these last 2 weeks for both Tiger Lilies and Formidable are definitely playing the spoilers.
Juggernauts,
playing the juggernauts the last 2 weeks. So, Wade, that was your little vacation apparently, and it's going to get intense these next 2 weeks.
Look at you, Wade. Wade, I believe in you. You're going to sweep the next 2 weeks and get to 500. Believe in you, Wade.
Sneak into the playoffs, pull a Quazy Quakers or something.
That would be crazy.
It would. A Jacob Mosby.
To get into.
Oh yeah.
But it seems to me a lot of the art of this whole thing is how you sprinkle in and use your bench players.
That's right.
To save or to go all out, or I've been learning that myself as I've gone, but it's a real issue and factor, and so who knows?
Yeah.
About some of these teams that have been laying back, and then now's the time to go balls out.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
The playoffs are really fun because most teams have kind of saved up most of their usage, and then they're just using all these crazy good players. What's Wade saying?
Thanks for your misplaced faith, Ben.
It could happen. That's a quote
right.
from Angels in the Outfield. The Angels could win a pennant. Tiger Lilies could make the playoffs. Well, we got a big matchup. A lot bigger implications in this next matchup.
Yes, we do. We have the Puddletown Webfeet 21-12 juggernaut versus the Millbrae Boomers, and he is out for blood. He got, like you mentioned earlier, he got swept very first matchup of the year, 3-0. He wants to write that, Preston. He wants to write that.
Yeah, it's going to be through my fingers.
Like
I said, this is either my swan song or my comeback.
Now, Roto has Puddletown as the 4th ranked team. Puddletown, 2nd ranked offense, 10th ranked pitching, and Millbrae is 19 at the 23rd ranked offense, 15th ranked pitching. So if Millbrae gets some offense, he can do it.
Yeah,
agreed.
Get those bats going.
Yep.
Get those bats going. And here, I'm so excited. I neglected to pull up the lineups pages here.
This is also a battle of two of the biggest Giants fans that I know.
We'll have to. Well, whenever we have him on the stream, if we can get him on the broadcast, I'll have to ask Mr. Murray, Joshua Murray, because I thought he was a Giants fan too.
Okay.
Maybe he was just from the Bay Area, and he does seem to like Dodgers too. So maybe he's a Dodgers fan. But
I was going to say that I confused because some people live here, but they root for here, and then it's kind of all over the place.
Yeah. But let's see what we got here. Ray Fisher makes his. Oh no, Jose Valverde. Greg, you have a real leg up here. Jose Valverde's out there. That's right.
Except I got rookie Johnny Bench, it looks like.
You have rookie Hal Newhouser. I think he started in 39, but he carried his rookie eligibility over into 40. So
he's been good, though. I have no complaints about Hal Newhouser. He's done a good job.
Rookie Johnny Bench, huh? Is that what? 68. Yeah.
71. These are. Let's see what.
64. Hank Aaron.
Yeah, that's good.
So you drafted quickly. I wanted to point out. So you drafted Hank Aaron was your first round draft pick. You got him at 9th pick overall. Wow. Was that kind of who you were hoping would fall to you around 9th pick?
I got to be honest. The draft had been scheduled, and I was not paying attention at all. I'm a newbie, and I just happened to log on. I had no idea it was like, oh, by the way, it's my turn. Oh,
yeah.
And I think it was you, Preston, that said there are some amazing players still left on the board, and just war-wise, Aaron was kind of a standalone, and I really didn't even think about it. I just grabbed him. I wasn't thinking about it at all. I had no strategy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's Hank Aaron, so I wouldn't be upset getting Hank Aaron at 9.
Yeah.
So
dang it, Hank Aaron, gosh.
And then by the time you
go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead, Greg.
No, it's just that it was pure, I was learning as I was going. It was interesting to see what other people were drafting, and a few times I thought, what are they thinking drafting?
You're right.
Brian Giles.
and then how it went from position to position, and that became an issue. So I tried to learn as I went. And the funny thing is what I thought was my starting lineup at the beginning of the season is not what my starting lineup is now.
Yeah.
That is also evolved.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what can I say? It's been a great, interesting experience learning.
Yeah, it's funny because normally catcher is one of the more scarce positions in this league. It can be. And so you use your second round pick. You got Johnny Bench. You were set for catcher. But what's funny is Gene Tennis has catcher eligibility.
Yep.
But you use him at first base. So he's probably one of those guys you probably weren't expecting to use at first base.
Gene Tennis, I have to say, has turned into one of my most valuable assets, I guess.
Yeah, this league has shed a bit of a light on him. I never thought much about Gene Tennis before, but he's done pretty good.
What I like, and we'll pull it right here, Preston. What I do like is he's exactly what Greg said he was earlier. He's a 60s, 70s, and 80s fan. Look at his lineup. Look at the dates.
60s, 70s. Oh, wow. It's all except for Home Run Baker.
Yeah, stay in your just stay in your wheelhouse, stay in your comfort zone, and he's been successful.
Home Run Baker's also underrated. He's a third baseman, but I got Eddie Matthews, so I use him. That's the other thing I missed out on, that I really did not draft for a DH per se. I just said, I'll throw whoever into DH, and I went with the three relievers, like you've noted. Mm-hmm. And so I wouldn't do that again, doing it over. But at the time, that was what I felt I had to try.
Live and learn.
Elite said he had to have Valverde in there for the host comments. So. We'll see if it pays off. Let's start with the hittings.
Isn't he the guy on the Tigers? He had that really weird kind of roundabout, kind of a weird windup, I remember.
Look at this. Look at these numbers you just put up, Greg.
Wow.
Look at Hank.
Hank Aaron, 2 for 4, a walk and a grand salami.
Oh, look at Jim Wynn.
Jim Wynn, he's come on for you. 3 for 4, 2 runs, a home run, 4 RBI. Frank Howard has been a bit of a revelation, I think. He's been really good for you lately.
I think it was Chris who said he had Howard and didn't like him, but he's been okay for me.
Yeah, or I know he had Elston. It might have been Elston Howard he had last year. Mm-hmm. Or maybe he had both. I don't know. But 2 hits. He hits a solo homer. 12 RBI and 9 runs. You were 1 run away from a triple-double here. Wow. And then, but it's 4-3. Over here, Matt Williams, another Giant legend, 2 for 4. He hits a 2-run homer.
3 stolen bases.
Larry Doyle, 3 stolen bases.
Golly.
Maybe it's because I've got bad eyes now, but I'm amazed at how quickly and well you both read box scores. Like, wait, what?
I don't know about Ben. I have 20/20 vision, so that helps. But wow, both teams showed up to play here. Well, you're carrying a one-run lead into this pitching matchup. So how are you feeling about Ray Fisher versus Hal Newhouser?
I like Hal. We'll see, and we'll see how Lindy does. I'm sticking with Lindy.
Yeah. All right. Let's pull it.
Oh man. They didn't do bad though.
5. Well, no. Well, look at Hal. Win quality start, 9 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs. He walked 6. And Lindy, 4 1/3 scoreless. Yeah. So a long relief outing.
Valverde actually has a good game. That's what did it.
Yeah, what's up with that? Scoreless inning with 2 strikeouts. Ray Fisher has been consistently pretty good. 9 innings, 10 hits, 2 runs, win, quality start, 6 strikeouts. Man, just good enough to pull it over 7-5.
Wow.
Shoot, you had it within reach. You need these ones.
That whip, the reason Puddletown is the whip is because it's gonna be the numerals right after it, I would assume. Because he pitched 10 innings, and then 13 1/3 innings. See what I mean?
Yeah. If we expand it out, on the whip, yeah.
Whip again is what?
Walks and hits divided by innings pitched.
Yeah. So it's those walks and
Base runners.
So those 6 walks from Newhouser really tainted your whip. Otherwise, you should have easily won whip. Leap does said he had both Frank Howard and Elston Howard. And Ethan says he was between Frank Howard and John Oldroyd in the draft. And actually, I mean, Oldroyd has been great for Ethan. So, well, looking at game 2, can we bounce back? We have, Chief Bender and Edwin Diaz versus Roger Clemens, the Rocket, and Lindy McDaniel. 88 Clemens. So that's Red Sox Clemens. For sure.
Yeah, this is prime Clemens.
Bill Terry's in there. Al Simmons, look out.
I cannot complain about any of these polls at all. This is in good shape on the surface.
69, Hank Aaron. You get him in the 60s, you're in pretty good shape, seems like. 61, Eddie Matthews. 69, Johnny Bench. All right. We'll see.
Lindy really made a name for himself as a Cardinal. I don't know if you guys knew that, but he was an all-star pitcher as a Cardinal, I believe.
The unique thing about having him at relief pitchers, he could, like he did a while ago, he could bust out 4 to 3rd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was my thinking. I remember during the draft that all of a sudden, all these big name closers, these, the 1 inning, the big saves guys, they were all going one after the other. And I was like missing out on all of them. And I really didn't know how to. So I thought I'll get relievers that I remember that would be multi-inning relievers and would overcome whatever I might lack in saves.
Yeah, it was interesting because, you can lock in IAS and it could help theoretically your earned run average and whip and all that other stuff, but it's tough. Well, should we pull this hitting here?
Let's do it.
Hey!
Oh, my. Wow. Look at this guy go.
Okay, can I save Roger Clemens for game 3?
Pull him off. He's warming up right now.
Yeah.
Pull him off. 6-0 lead, and look at Alan Trammell, 1 for 4, but he popped us a grand slam.
You drive me nuts with that, Preston. It's Alan Trammell.
Yeah.
Trammell. You know what? Even Leap has even corrected me at work before on that. I just... A lifetime of reading it wrong off of the trading cards as a kid. So
I remember as a kid, I thought it was alkaline.
Alkaline. When I was very young, I called them the San Diego Paters. So it drove my dad crazy. Frank Howard 2 for 3 with a walk, and we got. Of course, Hank Aaron, 3 for 5, 2 runs, 2 RBI, and a stolen base. Home run Baker, 2 hits, walk, RBI. Yeah, everybody had a good game except for Gene Tennis. But over on the other side, Bill Terry had 3 RBI. Stolen base from, of course, Vince Coleman.
Bill Terry's a bit of a machine.
Oh, yeah.
What's funny is he wasn't drafted in season 1.
Wow, at all?
At all.
No,
he
came
on the scene with Leap, and then he just.
Did you have the same number of teams in season 1 and 2?
We did not. So season 1 was 12. So there was less teams, so it was harder to get drafted. But Bill Terry is still good enough; he should have been drafted. We just didn't notice him, I guess.
So what'd you?
And then second year was 16 teams. So we've progressively been adding. Next year is not going to be 28. I can tell you that. Too much.
Looks
work.
like Brent said. Looks like old Trammell hit a grand slam.
Trammell. Hit a grand slam. Oh, loved watching growing up. Yeah, Brent, our resident Tigers fanatic. Trammell. you have Whitaker and Trammell.
Yeah.
It's like almost fitting those two stay together.
Yeah, no, I said this for years, and even before Trammell himself went into the Hall, but I thought it would have been a great thing to see them go in as a tandem, to literally have a tandem plaque, because they were amazing.
That'd be cool. Well, yep, you're gonna burn your Roger Clemens eligibility here, but let's see what our '88 Rocket does. Why am I not pasting?
Oh, my Lord. As you paste, Lindy absolutely got hammered. It doesn't matter, though. He holds on.
Your hitters get patted a good enough lead, but oh, my. Lindy.
So here's the thing about the Roger Clemens line. 8 1/3. Okay. He gives up 4 earned runs, but look at this. No walks, 11 Ks, and a .72 whip. That's a really good start, even though there was 4
That is a good
runs,
start.
you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that means he gets pulled in the 9th. He must have just lost it.
That had to have been when he gave up the runs.
Yeah.
Started
to lose it. Chief had 9 innings, just 1 earned run. He had an excellent outing, although walk, 2 hit by pitch and 1 strikeout. Scoreless inning for Edwin Diaz, but the Boomers take it 8-5. There we go. We got a tie going into game 3. And we are looking at Joe McGinnity, 1905, and Edwin Diaz versus Robin Roberts and Lindy McDaniel. So 1960, Robin Roberts.
Not great, but not bad either for Robin Roberts. That's right. The tail end of his prime.
We're getting a 66 Hank Aaron. So he's been in the 60s all day today.
He's been
Johnny
hammering today.
Bench up near the 80s there at 78.
Unintended.
So.
And Bench has been struggling today. Hammer and Hank's been killing. Bench has been struggling. Let's see if they can change that here.
It's true. There's some lots of backups in for hitting for the Webfeet in this game. Got Ernie Lombardi. You have King Kelly at first base, Larry Doyle at second. Baby Doll Jacobson making an appearance. Tommy Heinrich and Bobby Thompson. So you got game 3 here. You got his B team mostly here.
But he's got 1951 Bobby Thompson. So significant. And he was a good player.
Yeah. Let's pull it and see.
Okay.
Ooh, dead heat. 3-3.
Yeah. Golly, 10 Ks for the Boomers. Gene Tennis with 3. He went 0 for 4 with 3 Ks.
He's having a rough day today. I jinxed him. Sorry, Greg. I jinxed Gene. Jim Wynn pops the solo homer.
There's plenty of other blame to go to.
Whitaker has 3 hits and 2 runs, 5 at bats. Home run Baker. He had a good game every game. 3 for 6, a walk and an RBI. Oh, Hank finally goes 0 for 4 with a strikeout.
And then the tiebreakers are what, runs and RBIs, you said?
Run, RBI, and ERA. So, but yeah, if you know, sometimes teams will take it away with the hitting, but okay. Or let's see, on the other side, Heine 2 hits, King Kelly 2 hits. Yeah, not a lot going on there. All right, this one's going to come down to the pitching. The whole series here.
Roberts has been very hit and miss, but let's see what happens.
He has. All right, come on, Robin Roberts. Lead us to glory.
Hey, Millbrae takes the series.
We're back in the race.
We're back.
Yeah. Look at the whip battle, 0.83 to 0.87, and ERA 0.61 to 0.80. Both teams with wins and quality starts from their starters. Lindy with a save and a 1 2/3 scoreless.
He gets the
Edwin
IS
had
because that
1
one
and
extra
2.
out.
Yeah. I mean, Edwin carved it up 1 1/3 scores with 3 strikeouts, but it was not a safe situation. So,
wow. Trifecta for Millbrae.
Yeah.
So Chris is
Rob
still 4-2 in the season series, but I will take it.
That's right.
Yeah. I would too if I were you. That 2-1 against that team is great. So you're at 17 and 19 now. Leap says, what does Leap say here? Wow, great game. Well done, Greg.
Thank you very much, Chris Leaper.
From the fellow, Giants fan there.
Where does Chris? Do we know? Sorry, but do we know where Chris lives?
Yes, he lives out here in the Portland area.
Oh wow,
out here. So, yeah. Yes. So his team is now 22 and 14, and a sizable lead, depending on how Gashouse does this week. Pretty good lead either way. I mean, even if Gashouse sweeps, he still has at least a 2-game lead in the division. So Webfeet sitting pretty good right now, but Millbrae just with the doctored order picking up 2 wins there.
Huge.
Getting up there, staying relevant for sure. And well, you just got behind you the toughest division matchup in this three-week swing of division matchups.
That's true.
Right. So you faced the gauntlet right away and came out alive.
Look at the National League. Go over to the National League real quick. We'll see where he's at according to that. Because if he can get to that 500 mark, you're talking about Gashouse Gang is 17 and 16. Quazy Quakers are 17 and 16. So these next 2 weeks, if he can get to 500 or above, I mean, there's a legit chance he's getting that. Sneaking into the playoffs.
I mean, all of these teams are within 1 game of 500 up and down. And, what if any of these teams get swept this week would be devastating for them. So we'll see. Yeah. Lots of teams in conversation. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Well done, Greg. We have, we're going to keep you on here if you can stay on to help us with this next matchup.
Come on, none of us have lives. Are you kidding?
Right.
Although you guys are both dads, right? So
I'm glad we're tracking there. Yeah,
we are. You see my daughter in the background playing her video games.
My wonderful wife she takes over watching the kids on Fridays, so I can do this. It's very nice.
It's funny. My wife says I don't have a life when I talk about fantasy sports too. It's the weirdest thing.
Yeah. But I stayed consistent in it. So she knew when we got married. I was baseball obsessed. So this next matchup is great.
Oh, it's fun, man. I can't wait. Ethan, are you here? Ethan. I know
read his comment. Read his comment.
We're all been waiting for USA versus Canada, baby. Here it is. This is a funny. Last year, Greg, Ethan just assumed we had a couple Canadians that were in the league, and he just tied Brent with being in Canada, even though Brent's in Michigan. So Ethan just kept calling him a Canadian.
So it's just an inside joke now. Yeah,
it's just carried on. So we have the Short Porch Boys versus the Masters of the Diamond. This is a 1-2 matchup in the crazy Central Division in the American League. And look who has the season advantage, Preston.
Well, Ethan keeps on reminding everyone that he's never lost a series to Masters. So that was a funny thing. Last year, Ethan had the last place team. Masters had the first place team, but when they played each other, Ethan actually didn't he sweep him? He was like the only one who swept him. It didn't. David versus Goliath. It didn't make any sense.
And hasn't Masters won this league like twice
last year? He won it last year.
One year. Last year was his first full year as a manager, and he won. Ben won the league in year 1, actually. So yeah, Masters has been a stalwart. Certainly ever since Brent's been around.
Well, Ben, do you miss actually being in the league?
I mean, it's fun either way. Preston made this. I mean, he did all the work in year one with all 12 teams, and it's a lot of work. I don't do nearly as much work as Preston does, so I was happy to be able to be a part of that and help. But it was fun. It was fun being a manager. I'm not gonna lie, it was fun. So
it's during the draft is when it's hard for me. It's like I would like to have a team during the draft because I'm like, oh man, I would take this guy. I'd take that guy.
Yeah.
But
so in Roto, this is where Ethan loves where I talk about this. Ethan is the 16th ranked Roto team, 9th ranked offense, and 23rd ranked pitching. Now, I've always I say this every week. If you have a high ranked Roto offense, you're better off than if you have a high ranked pitching in Roto, because pitching it seems like a side of fantasy that you can gain the most ground on. But if your offense is performing, you have a chance. So he has the 9th ranked offense. Okay. But Masters of the Diamond, 6th ranked Roto team, 7th ranked offense, and 6th ranked pitching.
Wow. Very balanced.
Yeah.
Very balanced.
And I've noticed that both of you have noted, because he was talk about being a snake in the weeds earlier in the season. The Masters of the Diamond is a team that's just kind of emerged. Mm-hmm. And it's like, oh, here they are again.
Yep.
But they'll have a sweep or something one week, and you think, okay, they've arrived. This is because they were so dominant last year. Here's the dominant Masters. But then the next week, they won't quite pull a note. Like the OGs are trying to pull away a little. The Masters can't quite pull away in this division.
Yeah.
And in fact, they're not even in first right now in this division. So this is going to be really good. Ethan said in the Discord that he still started some of his backups. Did you see that, Ben?
It's crazy. Crazy.
But
listen, last week he went backups and swept. I know how you knocked that. I mean, hey, well,
we got AJ Pierzynski. Donnie Bush is in here. Oh boy. Well,
I get to pull Masters of the Diamond, Ethan.
We got Vita Blue and Sean Doolittle. Ethan, that's too much. Sean Doolittle, what are you doing here too?
Oh no.
Vita Blue had a great year in 1978 for the Giants.
Okay.
But it's September, so that entire team got tired in September.
Yeah, that's late in the year.
We'll
that's
see,
a good
but
point.
Vita had a great year in 78.
Well, he's going against Ed Walsh. One of the greats in this league, and then a 2015 Craig Kimbrell. That's Red Sox Kimbrell. So that's pretty much a prime Kimbrell. So
he said I'm screwed.
I like how he goes from sounds like a W for me too. I'm screwed. Ethan's going through the full gamut of emotions already. Well, let's see what these hitters can do here. Hanging in, Ethan.
12 RBIs for him. Oh, no, wait, 12 walks. Never mind. I was like, dang.
12 walks, though.
Golly.
3 for, look at John Allred, this guy. 1 for 1, a run and 3 walks. We got Sig Gordon had 3 walks. But Masters of Diamonds have the lead right now. They only struck out twice. They only 1 RBI. Paul
combined 4 RBIs for both teams.
Wow.
That's crazy.
This is old dead ball era stats here. Paul Wainer had 3 hits. Red Rolf had 3 hits, of course. Red's been so good. Gehringer 2 hits, 2 runs.
Gehringer
2 hits, 2 runs, and then Hank Greenberg doing just enough to stay on the starting lineup. He gets a hit, a run, and a walk. Man, all those walks for Ethan. That's crazy. Dick Allen had 2 hits, 2 RBI, and a stolen base.
I love Dick Allen. Season 1 champion.
Yeah. Well, Well, this is nearly tied up going into this pitching matchup, so it's going to come down to what the guys with the wings do.
Oh my, Ethan, you are in trouble.
Wow.
Well, that was the tired Vita Blue. You called it, Greg, in September. Gave up 4 runs in 4 innings, and then Sean Doolittle staying consistent. 2 hits, 2 runs, a homer in 1 inning. Ed Walsh, quality start, 6 2/3, 7 hits, 3 runs, about right. Kimbrel, save, scoreless inning, strikeout. That's the Mariano Rivera line there.
Right.
Yeah, Ethan's 10.8 ERA is not going to cut it. Masters take it 11-3 in game 1.
Ooh.
Ethan said, got Doolittle out of the way. Yeah, Doolittle doesn't play the other 2 games. Thank goodness. Who are we looking at in game 2? Oh, Edgardo Alfonso's back. Ben's favorite player.
Oh, Lord.
Edgardo. But we're looking at Doc Gooden, 1990 Doc Gooden. With Josh
Still with the
Hader.
Mets.
Yeah.
Probably pretty good.
Cliff Lee and Craig Kimbrel. Now, Josh Hader is first right now in the reliever of the year race.
Wow.
He had a killer week last week. So we'll see if he
Are you
can keep
guys,
it up.
either of you guys old enough to remember when it used to be called the Fireman of the Year?
Oh.
I do not.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, so relievers were most often brought in with trouble brewing, with men on base, and then they would either finish the game or not or whatever. So that's why so many of those 1960s and 50s and 70s relievers have multiple innings as opposed to just coming in the 9th. So it was called Fireman of the Year.
Wow.
I remember the term, the fireman. They called it Fireman of the Year. That's a good factoid. Brent says 05 feels like a young Cliff Lee.
Oh, that's a good call.
I don't know on Cliff Lee. I don't remember. But 05?
I think he's right.
Yeah,
like youngish. Yeah.
2011, he was pitching for the.
Oh, that's sweet.
He was a star.
Right here.
Did he throw
05
Indian,
would be his
Indians.
4th year. He's 26.
Really good, though.
Led the league in win percentage.
Really good.
That 2011 World Series about the Rangers and the Cardinals, wasn't that Cliff Lee?
That was, but he's pitching for the Phillies then. He was in that Phillies rotation that we beat.
So
with Halladay and
yeah.
So that's a 4th in Cy Young voting, Cliff Lee right there. So okay. Well, we'll start with the sticks, see where we're at. Oh,
Ethan.
Okay.
Dick Allen, dude. I'm telling you guys, Dick Allen, man.
It's a late Dick
love
Allen,
him.
too.
68, yeah.
Oh,
that was
68?
not a year for.
Oh, no, he's in his prime. No,
not a year for hitters in general, 68, but
yeah.
2 hits, 2 runs, a walk, 2 home runs, and 4 RBI for Dick Allen. And then Willie Stargell, 78 Stargell, goes 1 for 4 with a walk, a home run, 2 RBI. 3 hits and 3. John Orwood, dude. 3 hits, 3 runs, and an RBI.
Consistent, boy.
Well, let's see, 8 RBI, 8 runs. So over on the other side, you had Joe Cronin hitting a 2-run homer, 3 hits for Biggio. Man. 6-1 lead. Ethan's got to be feeling good about that. And then he's got that Cliff Lee, 05. Doc Gooden's going to have to pull a rabbit out of his hat, and Josh Hader. We'll see.
Bam.
Man.
Oh, my Lord. They couldn't really do much because Cliff Lee has an outstanding game. Craig Kimbrel has an outstanding game. But look at that game by Dwight Gooden. Look at that guy.
7 innings, 3 hits, 1
Golly,
run, 1
what
walk,
a
8
game.
strikeouts. His team couldn't get him a win.
That's
Hader.
crazy.
Well, Hader struck out the side with a save. That's -6 FIP.
Look
but
at those pitching numbers, man. All of them. That is incredibly pitched game.
Cliff Lee, 6 scoreless innings, win, quality start, 2 hits, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts. And then Kimbrel gets a win and 1/3 scoreless with 2 strikeouts. Yeah. And a team FIP of 0.25 for Short Porch is incredible. Look at that. We have a 1-1 tie. Could it be any other way? What was the FIP for Hader? -9 or -6? -6 FIP for Hader. We have a 1-1 tie. Couldn't be any other way.
I was gonna say I wouldn't want it any other way going, because the implications right now is if Masters wins, we tie up the division, right? And now they're 3-3. Ethan wins. It's a 2-game. It's a 2-game lead.
Ooh, and look at this pitching matchup: Pedro Martinez versus Mordecai Three Finger Brown, and almost 100 years apart. 99 years apart, almost to the day. 8/23/8/15.
Wow.
Man, Pedro. So 0-2 Pedro. Not very old yet. Still in the Red Sox. Pedro has been such a wild card this year.
He's
like every year.
He's like the Mike Trout of pitching. Like you're like, it's Pedro Martinez.
Yeah. I mean, he had some extended later career days, but what's crazy is Will pull out of his prime in this league and get bad games.
Yeah.
So we'll see about here. We'll see here. He's rolling the dice, but looks like Mike Trout's in there. I don't know if you can win with Mike Trout either.
Right.
Come on, man. 2015 Mike Trout.
I'll say it again. Law of averages.
Yes.
He's just like me, Preston, man. The law of averages.
Yeah.
He's
got all the Gordons in there. Look at all these Gordons over there.
Yeah.
1965 Rocky Colavito is a very good pull right there.
You had a hint this week, Ben, and a lot of people were saying the Gordons. Now this is the last chance for one of these two.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Do we
We'll see. We'll see.
What are you going to show fish or something?
We'll see.
All right. Well, let's pull it and see big implications in this game.
Oh no!
Ooh,
that wasn't they weren't right on the guess.
It wasn't one of the Gordons, but look at Mike Trout.
Michael, look at you!
2 runs, a walk, and a solo homer.
My man, he is elite. That a boy.
He just like doubled his season hit total. Man. But Masters take the lead 4-2. They have several multi-hit games in Mark Teixeira.
Wow.
Yeah. 2 hits, 2 home runs, 3 RBI. Chris Speaker's just, it seems like he's always, like, he does not have a bad game. 2 for 3 with a walk and 2 RBI.
Pie Trainer, okay.
Never strikes out. 2 for 4 with a walk and 2 RBI. Greenberg, hey, 2 hits, a run, and an RBI. But Charlie. Gehringer. Charlie Gehringer. 0 for 4. Hey, at least he didn't strike out, Brent. At least he didn't strike out.
Gehringer is also a season 1 champion, by the way. Just throwing that.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Starting second baseman for the show.
Well, so Pedro's got to overcome a 2-run handicap, and he's going against Mordecai Brown, who is pretty dang good. Last year, he was amazing.
If you watched last year, Greg, if you watched Masters of the Diamond, you would just go ahead and assume this one is ball game.
Yeah, Mordecai was aces for him last year. He was a top 5 pitcher. So, okay, Ethan's a little worried. He says he's in danger of losing the streak. What Pedro we gonna get today?
But this is not season 2 Masters. This is season 3 Masters. And Ethan Ciccone. Go get you some of that, baby. Get you some of that, Ethan.
He keeps the streak alive.
Look at you. 2-game lead.
takes the series. Ethan. Wow. Pedro, 8 innings, 6 hits. He gave up a solo homer. That was it.
That's a typical scintillating Pedro.
Yeah. Hader's most likely going to stay as the number 1 reliever. He gets a scoreless inning with a save. Mordecai just off of a quality start. 4 runs in 8 innings.
Hey, we got to quit doubting Ethan, man. He is rolling right now. He just beat 2 of the best teams in the whole stinking thing with a 5-1 record.
Yeah, what else you got to prove? What else do you have to prove? Ethan's legit. He's Roto can suck it. I guess.
He loves giving the finger to Roto, baby. He loves it. Take that, Canada.
Oh my! You're in the 20 win club. 21 and 15.
How significant this is, because that has not only is he a 2-game lead in the division, but now, you always like to think about worst case scenario. If he gets swept the last 2 weeks, he's still at 500, which I've told you, if you can get to 500, you have a really good chance to make the playoffs. That's significant, man.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. American League. Woo. Ethan.
Oh, I haven't. Yeah, I did. Okay.
Yeah, you did.
Look at that. Look at this guy.
Games.
He's a 20-game winner with those 2 teams above him. Like,
yeah. Now, if Mosby goes 2-1, he's tied for second with Masters. If Mosby gets a sweep, he's sitting in second, and that bumps Masters to third in the division.
What is going on in that division? That thing is crazy.
That division is crazy. American League Central.
Oh my gosh, that's incredible! Congratulations, Ethan. Hey, Masters. Great performance. Ethan's just hot right now. He is I don't want to play Ethan. He's scorching hot.
No. He finds a way, and he's still putting a lot of backups in, too.
Right. I forgot to mention that. Yeah, that was.
Maybe that's his thing. I mean, only using Mike Trout once a week. Light a fire under him or something. I don't know. Oh my gosh.
I need to hop off real quick. I'm gonna go use the restroom. I'll be back. Greg, it's good talking to you. If you're gone when I get back, good talking to you, big dog.
You too, Ben. Really.
We can Greg can be my co-pilot unless you have to leave, Greg.
No, I don't have to.
Be my co-pilot while Ben's gone. Let's see. So our next matchup is the Dancin Homers versus the Quazy Quakers. Over here, back to the National League, the NL East. Dancin Homers, who used to have the best record there for a while, 21 and 12, taking on the Quazy Quakers, 17 and 16. So the Quakers, really good team, but they've been losing some games lately, and they're only barely above 500. They got swept by the Homers.
Yeah, exact same position I was with Puddletown. So
yeah, exactly. Facing a Titan and can't afford to bleed wins. Exactly. So if we look in the NL, yep, the Quakers, they're one of those teams I mentioned that are only within 1 game of the 500 area. So they don't want to be losing. If they go 1 and 2, then they're at 500. So easier said than done. Get wins against the Dancin Homers, though. So big implications in this game. Pull it on over. Dancin Homers, Quazy Quakers. Quakers came on really strong late last year.
Have you, Preston, have you noticed that there has been a lot of carryover of managers drafting the same players from year to year?
There's been a certain number of it, but actually for the most part, managers tend to mix it up decently year to year. Yeah, they'll make some discoveries. Like Leap was able to redraft J.R. Richard and Bill Terry, but then and then Three Finger Brown. Brent drafted him 2 years in a row, but I feel like they get their kind of favorites, the ones that they feel like were really consistent for them. Try to get those ones again, and then mix it up with all the others. Yeah, it's kind of nice to see him move along. One guy I know that Pine Tar Bandits always trying to get George Brett, but
and does the Tiger Lilies, is this their first year or second year?
Second year.
So is it no coincidence that they've gone for Tigers? They try to get Tigers.
I don't know. Actually, we'd have to ask Wade if he did that on purpose or not.
Well, I'll leave you guys to it, but I see that you've got 1978 Nolan Ryan. It was still on the Angels, so expect a no-hitter for that game right there.
That would be the first. We are still waiting for the league's first no-hitter. We haven't got one in 3 years, so that'd be awesome. Yeah, well, thank you so much, Greg, for coming on here. Like I said, we could talk baseball with you for hours. So
yeah.
Oops, you're on mute there, Ben.
Real pleasure, guys. You guys do a great job. It's been fascinating, and looking forward to the rest of it.
Thank you, Greg.
Thank you. All right. The Greg Frediani, ladies and gentlemen. The Millbrae Boomers.
Postseason. Making the postseason, baby.
Go Giants.
Go Giants.
Go 49ers. Oh, wait.
Oh. That's all right. Always next year.
All right. See you, Greg. Okay.
That was fun.
That's fun. Man, I love having the managers on.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was fun. Well, Ben,
makes me feel ignorant on baseball. Like I might be out of the 26 guys connected to this league, I'm probably ranking like 25th or 26th on knowledge.
Well, just imagine, in like 2040 when they're like, "Wow, this guy Ben knows everything about Mike Trout."
24, yeah.
He knows everything about Clayton Kershaw.
I don't even know who that was.
Yeah. But look at this matchup. Dancin Homers versus Quazy Quakers.
Dude.
The Quakers sitting at 17 and 16. They really need wins.
They need
and
that.
The Homers swept them last time they played them. So this is a crazy interesting matchup.
Interesting.
Quazy interesting. We're looking at Ed Rulebach and John Wetland versus Nolan Ryan and Kenley Jansen.
Here we go.
All right. The great experiment, Nolan Ryan. Oh, man, it's this Dancin Homer offense. Do they still have the number one roto offense?
Let's check it. Let's check it real quick. Yes.
Oh, man, I mean, so hard to get a leg up. Initially in these matchups because homers jump out to the lead with their bats. Manny Machado, 2 for 4, 2 runs, 2 homer, 5 RBI. And we got, of course, Lou Gehrig, the Iron Horse there. 1 for 3. It was a solo homer.
Oh, Lou.
Other than that, though, look, it's interesting. 219 batting average, but just 2 strikeouts. Not a lot of hits, but they made them count. Over on the other side, it's a bummer for the Quakers. They're down 4-1 because they had 3 homer, 5 RBI, or 7 RBI. Jackie Denson hit a 2-run homer. Jackie Robinson, the Jackies, hit a solo homer. Mickey Cochran hit a 2-run homer. 2 stolen bases for Ben Chapman. But these dancing homers, what did we find on their roto offense?
Quazy Quakers is their 10th ranked roto offense. They're 7th pitching though. That's where they need to really win this series because Dancin Homers has been 18th in pitching.
Ooh, okay. Well, Nolan Ryan, like we say, the biggest wild card in this game, I feel like. So we'll see. Greg said 78. It's a pretty good year for him. Oh,
yeah, not enough. Not enough.
6 walks. Nolan Ryan, 6 2/3 innings, 4 earned runs, and 6 walks, 8 strikeouts. Rule box, steady as always. Win, quality start, 9 innings, 6 hits, 1 run. Wetland gets a save and a scoreless inning, as does Kenley Jansen. But Dancin homers. Take it 7-4. Oh,
not
Quakers.
good for the Quakers, man. Yeah, losing that first game against a team like Dancin homers is just tough.
That is tough. But Millbrae Boomers, they lost their first game, came back, won the next 2. So could the
Ethan
Quakers
did
do
too.
the same thing?
Ethan did too.
Ethan did too. So it's a trend so far. I guess we'll see. Okay. Let's see. Game 2. Dizzy Dean and John Wetland versus the chairman of the board, Whitey Ford, with Houston Street in relief. Can he overcome these Dancin homer sticks? I don't know. Can anyone? Can anyone get over that?
Hold up. I didn't have the right game pulled up. Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
All right, okay.
I see Rudy York in there, Bob Musel. Those guys have been on fire.
Pull trigger.
Boom. We got, Quakers.
Quakers matching them.
Okay. Jeff Bagwell, 3 for 4, 2 runs, a walk, and a 2-run homer. Kiki Kyler, sneaky good sometimes. 2 hits, 2 RBI. Hanley Ramirez, 2 for 8 with 3 strikeouts.
Quazy led by Kirby Puckett, 1 for 2, 2 runs, and 2 walks with an RBI. Jimmy Rollins, 2 for 4 with a walk and an RBI. You've got a lot of twofers down there, even though you went 0 for 4 and 0 for 3 at the top.
Oof, yeah. Rare bad game for Rudy York. Okay. 4-3 lead. It's pretty close. It's going to come down to Dizzy Dean, Whitey Ford matchup. All right. Let's see it.
Hey, okay. Quakers, big time.
Well, Dean only lasts 4 innings. He gives up 3 runs. That was not great. Wetland, another scoreless thing with a save, but Whitey Ford, quality start, 6 innings, 3 runs. Street gets a save and a scoreless inning. Quakers, nice, tidy, 8-4 victory. Even though they're 2.14 whip. Yikes. Well, they got it done.
Well, I like to say who needs to win bigger. It's tough because everybody wants to win, but Quakers absolutely needs this win.
Yeah.
Way more.
Need that. They did need that. No, we did not miss your matchup, Max. I believe we're decently behind on the schedule because we had so much fun talking to Greg.
Yeah.
But we're at game 3, Dancin homers, Quazy Quakers, and we're looking at Jack Chesborough and John Hiller versus Harry Brasheen and Kenley Jansen. Do you know Brasheen's an Okie?
Is he?
Yeah, let's see where exactly.
I bet Wade knew
Broken
that.
Bow. Broken Bow, Oklahoma.
Dang, died in
High
Bethany.
School.
Look at this guy.
Went to East Central University.
I be dang.
Yeah,
I guarantee you. I think I knew that. It's been a while since I've heard it, but I guarantee you Wade knew it. Guarantee you Tiger Lilies knew it.
Okay. Well, we'll see how he does. He's been good this year. So okay. Well, let's see what the sticks do. Can the Quakers hold in? It's 4-3.
Yeah, listen, I saw the 212 batting average and thought this is not going to be good, but he held his own in some categories.
J-Roll going 3 for 5 with 2 stolen bases helped, and a stolen base from Joe Carter. But
only 4 guys on his entire lineup get a hit.
Ethan's taking off to take care of the sick kids. Nice work this week, Ethan. Good to see you as always. 9 RBI. Man, Hanley Ramirez, 3 for 5, 2 RBI. 2 RBI for Bagwell, Jackie, Hanley, and Kirk Gibson.
Quakers didn't even have an RBI.
It's 4-3 right now? Okay. Hanging in. So we got Chess Bro versus Richine. It all comes down to this. Can you do it?
Oh, Quakers! Look at you.
Wow, he needed it. He got it. He edged it out. Look at the ERA difference, 3.09, 3.0.
The FIP, too.
The FIP was close, too.
He gets it. Wow.
Man, I mean, because John Hiller was great. 2 2/3 scoreless with a win. But look at Harry, man. Quality start, 8 innings, 3 runs. We got Kenley Jansen had a great week. Scoreless with a save, 2 strikeouts. Quakers, they did it. They needed it, and they did it. 2-1 series.
Man.
Woo. 19 and 17. 2 games above 500 now. They needed that.
Yeah.
Needed that.
The National League standings say they are now, I think they were always 5th. They were tied for 5th, I think, with Gashouse Gang. But now they're sole possession of 5th until Gashouse Gang plays, see what they do.
Yeah.
But 2 games above 500, you got to get more and more above that mark. So that's big.
Yep.
That was huge.
The further you get away from that 6th spot, the better. So
that was huge.
Oh man, that was huge. Man, well, nice work. Dancin homers, I mean, they're still tied for first place.
That's
they're
sweat off their
pretty.
back.
Yeah, but at some point they're not going to want to keep losing 2-1 or 1-2 series. So great work, Mark. You pulled it off. You did it, and that will pull us over to our next matchup.
It brings up the 2 6'8" managers. 5-star versus Sasquad.
Goliath versus Goliath.
Yes. These two got to know each other coaching on the same coaching staff at Tulsa Union. And both really, really good guys. Really good guys. 5-star, we've talked about it. This whole division is just unbelievable because they're all ranked in top 8. But 5-star has a -14. -14 luck number.
Man. That would never happen at Tulsa Union, let me tell you.
And you know what's crazy is this. I feel like this is sneaked up on us. Sasquad's not only highly ranked in Roto, they're tied for number 2 in Roto.
That's crazy. Number 2. I mean
that. Now I didn't say he didn't have a good team. I didn't think he was number 2.
Number 2, yeah. He's cranking up there, and in the National League. Oops, this would be. That is National League. Sasquad up there right now, tied with OGs in 3rd for now, and then you have 5-stars just 13 and 20. I mean, they would have to. They'd have to do an Angels in the outfield situation. So it could happen, but we'll see. We shall see. We're looking at Zach Greinke and Goose Gossage versus Max Scherzer and Francisco Rodriguez. Now, this is a 2011 Zach Greinke, actually Brewers, but this is when he was pretty dang good. And this is a 2022 Max Scherzer.
Okay.
So a little bit on the older side.
All right.
Let's see. So I'm reading Max's message. We ran a break the other day. Grand Slamming Sports Cards. Scott Hatterberg's brother was in the house. Okay. Actively working on getting him live in one of our breaks. That'd be awesome.
Oh man.
Scott Haber is that guy who was played by Chris Pratt in
Moneyball.
Moneyball.
I'm gonna watch it now.
I was trying to think if I were Scott Hatterberg, I'd be like, what am I most famous for? Being a Major League Baseball player or being played by Chris Pratt in the movie?
Yeah. First base, it's not that difficult. Tell them it's incredibly difficult.
Yeah, Ron Washington. It's incredibly difficult. That's a great line. We'll get you a first base glove, you know. Oh, all right. We got 2021 Pujols.
Crud.
Willie Wilson, WWE. Come on now. Ooh, we got a battle.
Oh man, these numbers right now. JD Drew, 2 for 2, 2 walks. BGE. He only goes 1 for 5, but gets a 3-run bomb.
Clutch. 4 homers. He hit 4 homers. McCutcheon had a solo homer. Ricky Henderson was a solo homer. Freddie Freeman, home run, 2 RBI. But he's down right now to 5-star, who Brooks Robinson, not known for his offense. He hits a 3-run bomb. And then Carlos Beltran, poor Carlos, I think, has got a chip in his shoulder after that Hall of Fame vote. He goes 2 for 4, the solo homer. But 5 stars hanging on to a 4-3 lead. These very evenly balanced.
Here we go again. He performs. 5-star performs and is still battling. Cannot. Crazy.
Okay. Well, it comes down to pitching. Greinke v. Scherzer. Ooh, look at that Scherzer start. 7 innings, 3 hits, 1 solo homer, 9 strikeouts.
It's just like deja vu. It's like Groundhog Day for 5-star, man.
Yeah. I mean, numbers are good. Greinke gets the quality start. 2 runs over 7. His offense good, pitching good, loses.
Crazy.
Sasquad just keeps winning, though. This is the number 2 Roto team, tied for number 2. So,
yeah, I say that. I should have precursored it with, 5-star keeps performing, getting beat, but Sasquad's also the number 2 Roto team. Like, it's not like out of the norm.
Max says he will open cards with us. That's sweet. You'll have to let me know, Max. Send me a link to the or you post in the Discord a link to the pack opening in the trading card channel. We're looking at in game 2 Tom Glavine and Jeff Montgomery, and Cole Hamels making his season 3 debut. He has not pitched all year long. He's pitched in our previous seasons, but he has not pitched all year long this season. So Cole Hamels out here with
Cole Hamels.
What have we got?
Do you remember me telling you about the trade I had with Justin with Cole Hamels? And he said, yes, I will do it, and slept on it, and the next day declined the trade. And I said, what happened? He goes, I just didn't like it.
No.
Yep.
Can't let him sleep on it.
Said, I'll do it.
Man. Shoot. So then you trade him to Mosby?
Who knows? I don't know where Hamels went that. It's probably this year, too.
Oh, right. Well, let's start with the bats. See what we get. Ooh. Oh.
Here we go again. This is mind-blowing to me.
It's a broken record. This dude just put up a 382 batting average, 10 runs scored on 13 hits, and he's tied.
Oh.
Tied.
I don't even.
Wow. So over in Sasquad, they got Freddie Freeman having a day. 3 for 5, 2 runs, a home run, 3 RBI. Ricky Henderson. Now this is crazy to me. 0 for 1, 4 walks, but no stolen bases.
Wow.
Henderson got on base 4 times. What gives? Cutchin 2 for 2 with 2 runs. Over on the other side, Willie Wilson with a hit and a stolen base. Barry Larkin 3 for 4, a run and a stolen base. Ian Kinsler 2 for 4, 4 runs, a walk, home run, and 4 RBI. And Clemente hits a solo homer. Yeah. It's gonna come down to the pitching. Tom Glavine. Now this is old 2007. Sorry, Mets. Tom Glavine, second to last year of his career, versus 2014, like prime Cole Hamels. So we'll see. We'll see. Can Glavine pull it out? He gets a quality start.
I can't,
but it's not enough.
I can't even with this right now. But okay, here, let me put this in perspective for you. They tie with FIP. If he just wins FIP, he wins the tiebreaker. But because they tied in FIP,
oh my gosh,
this is crazy. His luck this year.
And look at Jeff Montgomery. So it is interesting. So he got a home. He gave up a home run, but no earned run. I was like, wait a second, home run, no earned run. But yeah, there was errors that caused the inning to prolong. So that home run was not counted as an earned run. Pretty crazy. Yeah, well, Cole Hamels does just enough. 5 innings, he gets the win, 3 earned runs. K-Rod, scoreless inning with a strikeout. K-Rod's in that mix to try to get reliever of the year. He's right up there.
I'm so mind blown at. Hey, you know what? We've seen it though before. Ghosts.
Yeah, because Ghosts were they number 2 roto team all year long, and they didn't make the playoffs?
We just expected it every single week. We'd pull it, be like, yeah, it makes sense.
5 stars definitely this year's Ghosts, which is not it's the last thing you want to be. We're looking at CC Sabathia, soon to be newly minted Hall of Famer, with Goose Gossage going against Sam McDowell and Francisco Rodriguez. Okay, let's see. Man, can 5-star pull away in some categories and hitting? You know,
I expect it to be a tie or he'll lose by 1. That's what I expect.
Let's see.
Oh!
Okay.
Oh, okay, 5-star.
Okay. He got angry. Ian Kinsler having a day. 2 for 4, 2 runs, a walk, a solo homer, and 2 stolen bases. RBI and stolen base for Barry Larkin. He's had a good day too. Freddie Freeman, massive day. 3 for 4 with a run and RBI, but 5 stars up 7-1. Looks like they do not want to get swept here.
He would have to absolutely sell to ruin this.
Yeah, Sabathia would have to melt down. His 2012 Sabathia is pretty good back then too, so we'll see.
Oh my! I can't. He didn't even pitch bad. He's a .92 whip.
How did that happen? Well, okay. He has the tiebreaker.
He still wins the tie.
Wow.
Listen, I can't. I can't. Don't have a 7-1 lead and not win one pitching category.
Yeah, he had a scoreless outing from his reliever and a quality start from his starter, and he still lost pitching category.
Look at this game by Sam McDowell. Look at this Sam McDowell start.
2-hit shutout, 4 walks, 6 strikeouts. What a game. 2-hitter.
Holy cow.
K-Rod, another scoreless outing with a save. Could he overtake Hader? Because Hader only pitched twice this week, and K-Rod just got 3 saves. I wonder if he'll overtake Hader for number 1 reliever. I don't know.
What's wild to me is he had to absolutely ball out to even win one game.
Scratch and claw. It's true. That's crazy. Yeah. Wow. What do you got to do? Tough crowd. But look at freaking Sasquad, man. 2-1. They're going to be 21-15. They're up there with the Short Porch Boys as far as records.
Man.
Wow. Wow.
And he got to that 6 above 500 mark. That's so important.
At this point, 5-star with 14 wins 2 weeks ago. They're pretty much playing the spoiler now. And there's a lot of spoiling they can do because they're going to be playing the Quakers and the Dancin Homers, who are only one game up in the division now.
Man.
Ooh.
And you want to win those. You want to win that division so you can get that bye week.
Goodness. Oh, man. Well, gosh, 5-star. It's going to be crazy to see their. You think they'll go up in Roto?
I mean, I don't know. They're already up.
They might stay. Just even staying where they're at now is impressive. But they almost got swept by a whisker. They kept themselves from being swept.
So crazy.
Oh, my goodness. What a series. What a series. Well, what crazy matchup are we going to next here?
Well, we have this is just as intriguing. I mean, the records aren't the same, but it's down there in the Centrals, down there American League Central. We got Mosby Special and Mendoza Liners. And I want you to look at what happened last time.
Oh, Mosby swept them. That's huge, especially since they're only one game apart right now.
Now, this is a tale of I mean, Roto hates these teams, but look at their records. Look at their records. Yeah. Mendoza Liners, they're actually, excuse me, they are tied in Roto, 22nd.
Ooh. Yikes. Well, they're one game. They're tied in Roto, and they're one game apart in their regular record. So theoretically, this is a very evenly matched team.
All right,
although
so
Mosby Special swept before.
If Mosby Special goes 2-1, he ties Masters of the Diamond.
Yeah, that's
how
crazy.
Mind-blowing. If Mendoza Liner sweeps, he ties Masters of the Diamond.
Now, if you're Max, sitting here with a 16-17 record, seeing these two teams at 17-16 and 16-17, these are some of the guys your main competition in the playoff bubble. So,
oh man, he's right there on the edge too.
Yeah, he's scouting. Max should be scouting these teams out. We're looking at Bill Donovan and Randy Myers versus Ron Guidry and Rob Nen. Not gonna lie, not like matchups I dream about seeing, but I mean, good players.
Is this why they're 22nd Roto?
Yeah, well, maybe. Yeah. Okay. We ready to fire in some hitting stats?
Yeah, let me pull this over real quick. All right, let me grab it. Yeah, this is still, I mean, it's still a real intriguing matchup here. All right, you ready?
Yes. Oh gosh. Oh,
look at stop. Freaking stop. Look at this. Look at these lines. What are we doing?
Look at all the zeros on this side over here. No runs.
One run combined. 2 RBIs combined.
That's got to be a record. 1 run combined in a game? No. That's horrible. 5 stars punching air right now.
I know. That's what I'm saying. He would be up 7-0.
Yeah, nothing. Oh my. Max says Mosby needs to lose. And he's freaking trying. He's up 5-1. How are you up 5-1 when you put up a 188
and you had
average?
1 run, 0 RBIs, and you are in a commanding lead.
0 RBI, stolen base, or homers. Oh, I'm not even going to read any.
Max said, I need Mosby to lose, and he is freaking trying. Thanks, Mendoza Liners.
And look at his
for nothing.
Thanks for nothing. I'm not even going to read any of those offensive lines off because I'm not going to dignify that with any attention. That is horrible. Well, Bill Donovan, Randy Myers, Guidry's going to have to ball out if the Liners want to win this one. No. Well, I mean, he did all right.
Great pitching. I mean, just I can't get over the
Yeah, Donovan, 9 innings, 5 hits, 1 earned run, win quality start. Guidry, win quality start, 7 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs. Yeah. Mosby special takes a 7-3. That was one of the most collective offensive performances I've ever seen in this league. What the heck was that? Mosby gets the win 7-3. Looking at game 2, Kevin Gossman, 2018 Kevin Gossman, and Randy Myers versus Bob Feller and Eric Gagne. Will the real Bob Feller please stand up? I don't know. We ask every week. Who knows? But I want to see what 2015 Miguel Cabrera does here. 3 hits. And a 2-run homer. Okay, they earned it. This is a real offensive line. Sal Bando, 3 for 5, 3 runs, 2 home runs, and 3 RBI. He's actually worked himself into a consistent starting role on this team. Jason Giambi, 4 for 5, 3 runs and an RBI.
Good Lord. Yeah, Frank Thomas, 1 for 4 with a 3-run bomb. It's basically all you got over here. Jim Rice, 2 RBIs. Adrian Gonzalez. He was that player whenever you would do fantasy. You wanted Adrian Gonzalez on your roster. Didn't necessarily make you feel good that he was your main first baseman, but good enough.
Yeah. It's like if you missed out, if you didn't get those really good guys in the beginning, he's like that good enough tier. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Kevin Goss. So Mosby special 5-1. Yikes. We need some Bob Feller magic here. Bob Feller shout out or some. Gausman is not a stranger to blow ups too. So it's not in the bag. Well, it is now. Oh no, it is not.
Oh,
Bob Feller magic.
My gosh. The trifecta too, and Mendoza Liners comes all the way back.
Wow. Both teams had the trifectas, but Mendoza Liners won every other category.
Look at that.
What they got? 0.9 ERA, 0.8 whip. Feller, win quality start, 9 innings, 4 hits, 1 run, 3 walks, 9 strikeouts. Gagne with a scoreless inning save. Tops out Randy Myers striking out 1 batter for a save, and Gausman had a quality start.
Wow.
That is huge. I did not think he was going to win that game.
Feller, though, man. Feller can do that, dude.
He can. He has that it factor. He can do it. And he did. Look at that. 1-1. That changes things. We're looking at Vic Willis and Randy Myers versus Mike Messina and Eric Gagne.
You know what I love about this league, too? It's just so many things I do, but we speak about these players as if it's just actively happening. Feller has that it factor, man. He can do it.
Yeah. He's ready. He wants the ball. Give him the ball. He wants it. With the momentum they have here, maybe they can ride into a win in game 3.
Right.
Oh, let's see. Okay.
God,
up 4-3.
Yeah. We
Jim
got
Rice,
Jim Rice,
another good game.
3 for 6, 3 RBIs. Mickey Mantle, 2 for 4, a solo home run, of course. 7 RBIs, team RBIs is good, considering you had 0 earlier.
Ted Williams, 1 for 3, 3 walks, 2 runs, and a stolen base. Man. Manny Ramirez hit a solo homer. Actually, if I'm Max, I'm okay with 2-1 either way because it keeps one team from really jumping ahead, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He says doesn't really matter, of course, because Tyler isn't rolling over on my accord. He wants to pound my face into a toilet and give me a swirly. Oh, better get some PF flyers and outduel him there. Outduel the beast. Okay, it's going to come down to the pitching. Vic Willis, Mike Messina.
Ooh. With the commanding win, 9-4, Mosby.
Yeah, Mosby special. Woo! Vic Willis, steady Eddie, man. Steady old school pitcher. Win quality start, 9 innings, 3 earned runs. Randy Myers, another save, scoreless inning. Messina was okay, 7 innings, 4 earned runs, but it's not going to cut it in this matchup. Mosby special takes it 2-1.
Keeps defying the odds, baby. You tell me you are not absolutely mind blown that in week 12 of this season, Mosby Special, who is 22nd in Roto, has the same exact record as the defending champion, number 6 Roto team, Masters of the Diamond.
Crazy.
And I'm going to laugh too. I'm going to say this. Here's what's going to happen. Mosby Special is probably going to freaking sweep Masters. It's going to be something so random.
Yeah, I know. That's how this league is. So right now, so Picklesburg can overtake Mendoza Liners, but really the line is at Mosby Special right now. That he's the 6th place team in the division.
What he needs to have happen is he needs to have Ethan and Masters just plant Mosby the next 2 weeks.
Yep, that's what he needs. Ethan, if you sweep Mosby, then Max will give you a pizza.
Right.
He said the schedule makers gave him the toughest year-end schedule. No, the toughest year-end schedule is Quazy Quakers, man. Or no, 5-star. 5-star. Have to play all those.
Get a tickle fight. Oh my gosh.
That's what he's been saying. So, man, I am so fascinated by this American League Central Division. Has provided like year-long entertainment, season-long entertainment.
With the commentary too in the chat has been fantastic.
Mosby's his sworn nemesis.
That's funny. Mosby's a lot of people's sworn nemesis.
I know. He could have met Max if you weren't gone at that bachelor party. The
Max.
Hops game. You could have met Ben and Mosby.
Jeez.
You could have met your nemesis before you even knew he was your nemesis.
Wow, I'll have to come back out there, I guess.
It's probably better that way because he would have. If he met Mosby, he would have liked him.
Right.
So it's easier to hate him as a nemesis.
He has that kind of hate now, not knowing him. Yep. Well, I'll tell you this. That was incredible. A lot of these matchups are going to be incredible, but you're going to find it hard to make me believe that there's a better matchup on the docket today than this next one.
Put your phones on silent. Turn off all distractions. This is a marquee matchup.
We have, coming off of just getting swept out of nowhere, the $ hitMachine at 19-14, facing the team who just leapfrogged him in the standings, old Dominion Desperados, who, by the way, we've talked a lot about, the unfortunate Roto fan or rankings. He is, according to Roto metrics, the luckiest manager with a 14. 14.
Wow.
Now,
I don't see his 14 spot worse than how his team is done. But
here's why,
I don't know.
He's 18th in Roto, but he's 7th in offense. He's dead last in pitching.
It's pitching, man.
So that's the thing.
No.
If his pitching even gives him a decent outings, he's dangerous.
That's the thing is if that's what it is. If he gets 3 quality starts, it's hard for him not to sweep. He gets super dangerous, super quick. So yeah.
But you want to know something? $ hitMachine, even though he got swept last week, is still by 23 points the number 1 ranked Roto team with the 3rd ranked offense and the number 1 ranked pitching. According to Roto, we have the best pitching and the worst pitching facing off right now.
And he has a 2-1 currently, a 2-1 head-to-head advantage versus. So, call them the underdogs in this matchup at your own risk. This is just going to be a clash of titans either way. And we are looking at Doc White and Billy Wagner versus Curt Schilling and Mark Melanson. We got 04. Is that bloody sock year, Curt Schilling? Wasn't that 04 that he did the bloody sock?
Oh, with all the magic gear, yeah. I think so.
I
think so.
Man. Oh my goodness. Well, Kyle's gonna have to pad some numbers. If history's any indication, his bat's got to come out hot.
Got to,
especially against $.
Got to.
Okay, let's send it.
Oh my! I don't understand this line right now. $ hitMachine has 12 or look at Ivan Rodriguez, 6 RBIs.
Wow.
And he's down 4-3.
Oh my.
16. Look at 27 combined hits.
27 combined hits. The Desperados bat 390. But they have 4 RBIs from 2 different guys, Bob Elliott and Archie Vaughn. Thank goodness for them. Averill 4 hits, Bobby Veach 3 hits. Man, stolen base. Oh, for Bobby Veach, he wins that category single-handedly. That's huge. But 12 RBI for $ hitMachine. Larry Walker 2 hits, 3 RBI, of course. Hornsby 3 hits, 2 RBI. Helton gets an RBI, but yeah, Pudge home run 6 RBI. Wow. Well, Desperados do have a lead coming out of hitting, but it's only the slimmest of leads. Doc White, solid old school pitcher versus Curt Schilling. 04 Curt Schilling, still pretty dang good. Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness. Kind of gross outings, really.
Well, this is not how we wanted this matchup to end.
But Old Dominion, congratulations.
Yeah. Desperados take it. They pull away 9-5, but Doc White, 9 innings, 6 earned runs. Billy Wagner gets a blown save win. 1 2/3 he gets a win, but he gave up a run, 3 walks. Schilling, 6 innings, 5 earned runs, but he did have 7 strikeouts. Melanson actually was pretty clutch. He got the save and the scoreless inning. Single-handedly brought 2 categories over. Desperados take game 1. They're wanting to stay in that number 1 spot. So $ hitMachine is going to have to win these next 2 games to be tied for first with them, right?
It's crazy. Right? Crazy.
Oh, my. And we're looking at, there's guys not going with their best pitchers in this game, too. Slim Sally and Koji Uehara versus Jack Powell and Joaquim Soria. This is like the B team pitchers for both. Did they work this out together?
Right. Hey, let's
okay.
play second game, yeah.
Well, let's see what these crazy good offenses can do. Interesting turn.
I think Old Dominion is fortunate with the 162 batting average to win 3 categories.
Yeah, I agree. What did he only struck out once.
Who was
He
it?
took
Chipper
Watson.
Jones. 0 for 3.
No,
Chipper
Chipper.
Jones. Come on.
Lofton had 3 hits, 2 runs, an RBI, and a stolen base. He single-handedly won that category.
Mm-hmm.
Hornsby, 1 for 1, 2-run homer. Well done. Stanton hits a solo homer. $ hit machine up 5-3 going into pitching. And I just don't know between Slim Sally and Jack Powell. Who knows? We'll just put it out there and see what happens. Well, Slim Sally gets shelled.
Oh, my Lord.
Oh, he gave them a chance. Sally came out with 4 1/3, 6 earned runs.
4 pitchers could even combine for 9 innings.
What?
God.
8 1/3 between.
Terrible.
This is like modern day pitching.
Terrible. Listen. Old Dominion's not helping his roto pitching line at all.
No, he's
But
not.
$ hit machine's #1 pitching is not either.
Slim Sally handed this over on a platter. 6 earned runs over 4 1/3, but Jack Powell can't get past 2 innings. He gives up 3 runs. Soria gets a scoreless inning, but the $ hit machine holds on 7-5. And what do you know? They're going to have a rubber match. If $ hit machine comes back and wins this, they'll be tied. Can you imagine?
Oh
my gosh. Okay, it's looking like Red Ames and Billy Wagner versus Corey Kluber and Soria again. The Kluber is a bit of a wild card. Like, he was really, really good there when he won his 2 Cy Youngs. Then he kind of dropped off.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. But see what we get here with the bats.
Oh, 10 RB. Look at Goose. It was a Goose Gosselin. Oh, my Lord. 3 for 5, 2 runs, a home run, and 6. That's the second player this series that had 6 RBIs.
He pulled a Pudge. He matched Pudge.
Oh, my gosh.
Bob Elliott's been solid lately. He gets 1 for 2 with 2 walks and a run. 2 RBI for George Granum. RBI and a stolen base for Ted Klazuski. He has a 5-2 lead. Over on the other side, what happened? Arenado hit a solo homer.
He was mad because he got punched in the face in the intro.
Seriously. Walker, 2 hits, a run, and an RBI. 5-2.
Wouldn't it have been funny if that was the actual game that we just pulled? That he got hit.
That would be.
That'd be
I did do one time in one of my recaps. I pulled. Well, I've done that at least twice, where someone had a good stand-up performance. I was able to find the game. It has to kind of be a more modern player, but so it could be Arenado. It comes down to Red Ames versus Corey Kluber, and with a 5-2 lead, well, Kluber could get shelled. I don't know. We'll see.
But he doesn't. He absolutely doesn't. What do you mean 24th pitching? What do you mean?
Wow.
Commanding victory.
Yeah, 12-2. Desperados making a statement. They said we're #1 for a reason in this division. Kluber throws a 3-hit shutout, 2 walks, 9 strikeouts. Soria, another scoreless inning, and he got a win, actually. Red Ames was terrible. 9 innings, 7 earned runs, 13 hits. Oh, my. Oh, my.
After you look at the division, I want to talk. I want to say something.
Okay.
So they tied. Series is now tied 3-3. 22 and 14.
The tiebreaker. Yeah.
20 and 16. Incredible. But what happened? Now I know this is. You would really have to be throwing darts in this situation for this to happen. Okay, but what happened at the end of last year to Ryland?
Oh my gosh. Well, he was positioned most of the year to be in the playoffs. And then he had a meltdown. His team did. And then he ended up missing the playoffs by half a game.
I want you to go to the American League. Tell me it's not possible.
Oh, my. He's only one game ahead of the sixth place.
Depending on what Max does.
Oh,
let's say Max sweeps. There are 3 teams, 19 and 17, only one game, and there's only that many spots. Now, listen, he gets to play Formidable. He gets to play Tiger Lilies. But in this league, anything can go. Can you imagine the smell?
Oh, my gosh. I don't know if Ryland would keep playing in this league if that happened. Poor guy.
Can you imagine the smell if that happened?
That would be insane. When Max said, well, we all know I don't. Like, don't get the sweep, as in don't get the sweep. It could happen. Who knows? That's crazy to think about how close that is.
I mean, listen, we didn't think he was what, just 2 weeks ago, he would have been 19 and 11. He was 19 and 11.
Yeah.
And in 2 weeks, he goes 1 and 5 and is now 20 and 16. That's how quick things can. This is crazy, man.
Well, what's funny is, despite their records, Tiger Lilies and Formidable are good. Have put up good. They're good roto team. They're not bad.
Formidable saw 10.
Yeah, they can. They're not an automatic win by any means. So they get to play the ultimate potential sport.
Oh my! Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Holy cow!
Oh. Things are getting interesting there. Yeah.
Wow,
man. That hasn't been one of the leagues that's had crazy intrigue divisions this season. But all of a sudden, out of nowhere, we got some intrigue coming out of there.
And not even just amongst the division. It's not the division, but amongst the conference, the league.
Yeah.
It's we didn't even think about paying attention to that. It's like, oh.
It's true.
Holy cow.
All of a sudden it's a consideration. Oh man. Well, what crazy huge implication matchup do we have next?
It's actually a decent matchup according to Roto, a really good matchup. We have the Gashouse gang versus the Pine Tar Bandits.
Ooh.
I've mentioned it a couple times. Pine Tar has been shooting up the charts here. They started so slow.
Mm-hmm.
But according to Roto, the Pine Tar Bandits are the 13th ranked Roto team, 14 offense, 12 pitching, right there in the middle. And Gashouse Gang's 11, 5th ranked offense and 14th ranked pitching. This is a good matchup. Ignore the records. This is a good matchup.
And this is huge implications for our buddy Greg, who was on earlier, because Gashouse is one of those teams he's trying to catch up to.
Yeah.
In the division and in the league. Because they're 17-16 right now. They're sitting at... They are the 6th place team. The last one in as of right now. So they need to stay on track. But Pine Tar Bandits been really good lately. So
They have.
And we're looking at Frank Smith and Tyler Clippard versus Aaron Nola and Aroldis Chapman. Ooh, Babe Ruth sighting. And Eric Davis.
Man.
2 guys in the top 5 in the MVP race. Well, Ruth running away with it so far. So.
Whoa.
What?
Whoa.
24 combined hits. Wow.
Holy cow.
Bandits dealing up 4-3. What do we got? Al Kaline 2 for 2 with a walk and a 2-run homer. Reggie Jackson 3 for 5. Eric Young Sr. 2 hits, 2 runs, and RBI. Ted Simmons 2 hits, a run, a walk, and an RBI. One strikeout.
It was George Brett.
Over on the other side, Babe Ruth, of course, 2 for 3, a run, 2 walks, an RBI, and a stolen base. Dude. George Springer had 4 hits. Solo homer for Orlando Cepeda, Giants legend. Scott Rowland had 2 RBI. Wow. This is a battle.
Frank Smith has been really good.
I gotta admit, I had no idea who he was. Old school pitcher. Look at this.
Hey,
look at this date.
Go ahead.
9/9/1909.
Look at the dates on the bottom one now.
Oh wow.
A week.
They're exactly a week apart. Nola and Chapman in 2018. Wow.
I'll be done.
That's cool. Well, it's going to come down to Frank Smith or Aaron Nola.
Oh wow.
Oh.
They didn't pitch, but look at these pitching lines right now.
This is a
5-star treatment for Gashouse gang here.
Golly.
Yeah, it's Frank Smith had a quality start. Well, only 1 run over 7 innings, and Clipper didn't give up any runs. But Aaron Nola, 7 1/3 scoreless innings, 4 hits, 1 walk, 7 strikeouts. And Chapman, of course, strikes out 3 with the save. Bandits run away with it, dude. 11-3. Man, those are good offensive numbers or pitching numbers. Look at these Bandits, man. Cannot count them out. Oh, I love this pitching matchup. Greg Maddux versus Felix Hernandez.
We still got Ruth and Eric Davis in there. Man,
They're Gashouse bringing it with their offense, their lineup here. But the Bandits up 5-2.
Golly. Man, Derek Jeter, 3 for 5 with 2 runs was really, the stolen base was the biggest thing.
That won the category.
Yeah.
Oh, well, not a whole lot else, I guess.
Nope. Babe Ruth. Look at Babe Ruth's line. 4 walks.
4 walks. That is hilarious. And he didn't score a run. Shame on the Yankees. Come on. They walked this man 4 times. Come on. Where's Gehrig at? Springer having a good week. But, oh my. Bandits up 5-2 with my boy King Felix on the mound. I said it last week, with the exception of this horrific outing he had earlier in the year. He's been pretty dang good. But Greg Maddux, 91, young Maddux. Come on, baby. What do we got?
Oh, my gosh.
Felix. Oh, Holland. Oh.
Ah.
I hate to see my boy Felix Hernandez get lit up. 7 runs over 7 2/3. 3 home runs given up. Holland goes 0.66 innings with 2 earned runs. That's just gross.
Jeez.
Greg Maddux throwing a gem. Wing quality start, 9 innings, 5 hits, 1 run, no walks, 2 strikeouts. Clifford, man, he gets a lot of scoreless outings, but never gets saves hardly.
Right.
He's like a career middle reliever. So, expect. But Gashouse gang takes it 8-6. We got a tie in this series.
Ooh.
And we have Babe Adams versus my boy Randy Johnson, the big unit. 04 Randy Johnson. Oh my.
04 Randy Johnson.
Oh boy.
This is when the Diamondbacks started to become really bad. And actually 05 they were historically bad. But they were too far off of the high of their World Series win. But Randy Johnson was really good through all that. So all right. Let's see what these bats can do.
Look at oh my gosh, look at these offenses.
30 combined hits. What? What? They're tied 2-2. Look at the batting averages. What?
Dude, Boog Powell beats Tiger Lilies and Formidable. That one game it was Mosby special and
oh man,
who was
Boog,
it?
yeah.
Mosby special and Mendoza
No.
liners. Boog Powell
Combined.
wins the whole game.
Combined, take all your stats. Boog beats you. I mean, seriously, 2 hits, 2 runs, 2 homer, 4 RBI. Reg Shandings, 2 for 3 with a walk, 3 RBI. Billy Williams had 2 RBI. Reggie Jackson, 2 for 3 with a solo homer. But then over Davey Lopez, 3 hits, solo homer, and a stolen base.
Look at this.
Roland
dude
had
here.
2 more.
You're about to get
Babe Ruth, 2 for 4, run, walk, 3 RBI.
not the one I was talking about. Look at this guy.
This dude, Eric Davis.
Look at this
What
guy,
is?
man.
What? And he has some monster games, dude. I mean, 4 for 4, 2 runs and a solo homer.
How about you sit there and you go, oh, sweet. I batted 441 with 3 home runs and 7 RBI. I'm tied 2-2.
This is bonkers.
Look
Bonkers.
at these offenses, man.
Bonkers.
Oh.
And
then you're sitting there going, well, you got to feel good about having Randy Johnson and Aroldis Chapman. But as we've seen this year, for whatever reason, Chapman's been getting shelled.
I know. And Babe Adams has been, he's a good old school pitcher. I don't know. Let's see it. Let's rip off the Band-Aid.
Oh, look.
Oh, beautiful. Randy Magic. Holy wow. Quality start. 8 innings, 8 scoreless innings, 6 hits, no runs, no walks. 14.
How do you not get a win?
I'm telling you that the Diamondbacks were bad back then. They were bad. I used to, I lived in Arizona in late 04 and then 05. They were so bad. Chapman scoreless inning. I mean, they did good. Babe Adams 1 run over 7 innings. Clifford had his scoreless inning with no save, of course.
Sit there and tell me. I want you to cover up with your hands. Cover up Pine Tar Bandits line. And I want you to look at Gashouse Gang. And you sit there and tell me, as a manager, if you saw that line, you would say, oh, I'm winning that probably 10-5.
Yeah.
And you won 2 categories with that.
Man. And that pitching line, to say you would not win a single category with your 1.13 ERA and a 0.75 whip. The FIP is even good. Man. That I don't know what to do with this Pine Tar Bandits because they put themselves in such a hole. They probably still can't make the playoffs. I don't know. But this is such a playoff team right now. The last 3 weeks, this is a playoff talented team. It's just very sad that they ended up in such a big hole. So 14-2 now. But they're 3 games behind Millbrae Boomers, but there's only 2 weeks left to go. So
well, it could the problem happen, in that is a miracle. Yeah, and in that division or the league, in that National League, you've got 4 teams. We haven't seen OGs yet, but you got 4 teams who are 5 above 500. So essentially, you need the Quakers who are 2 above 500, Gashouse Gang who you just play. You just need them to quit winning, but you also need Louisville Sluggers and the Doo-Whoppers quit winning. And it's just
they might be cooked too. Yeah, because Gashouse plays Millbrae Boomers and not, if one team, they're guaranteed to get.
Yeah.
Guaranteed to get
now what they
at least 2 wins out of that.
What they could do, they could be the spoiler for Millbrae, and they could be the bye week spoiler or the number 1 seed spoiler for Puddletown. That would be what they can aim for.
That's true. That is true. Yeah. Wouldn't want to be playing them right now. I know we always say it, but Gashouse though 18-18. Ooh, there's two teams yet that these two teams have not played yet tonight. They haven't played yet tonight. If they each go at least 2-1, they're tied for that last playoff spot.
Oh my God.
It's up for grabs.
Oh.
Dang, Ruski. I could tell Gashouse wanted it too because they had Ruth and Eric Davis in all three games.
And they performed.
They did. Yeah.
Crazy.
Are we ready for this next one?
Oh, man. I think we have him in the chat too. It's a father-son duo. Picklesburg Baseball Club versus Max Vernig's dad. Oh,
Max, are you there?
Gosh. So
get your dad.
The things to work for here. Obviously, Picklesburg, they're battling to try to get in the playoffs, but Short Porch Boys and Old Dominion Desperados are on MVD's tail for that 1 and even 2 seed. They both need these wins.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They both need these wins.
They do. Because remember, Old Dominion kept on staying. They were hanging in right under $ hitMachine. They were like waiting to strike. Now they have like the goalpost has changed. They're hanging in now, waiting to strike it. Number 1 in the whole league.
Crazy.
What the heck, man? Crazy. Yeah. Crazy is right. Max says he's here.
Oh man.
Are you ready, Max? You gotta perform.
Nervous for you, Max.
And no pulling punches over there. I see Ty Cobb, Mookie Betts, Paul Molitor. But look at Matt. I love how Max likes to come out and make a splash. He's got Johan Santana, currently the number 1 contender for Cy Young Award this year, on the mound with Raleigh fingers, which I don't, but he has no good option to the pen right now.
Yeah.
But Dazzy Vance, remember him saying, put some respect on Dazzy's name because he went off last time. I want to say he flipped around that game. So Dazzy's been going off too. Good Robinson on the mound in relief. Ooh, got 96 A-Rod in there. That's a good start. And he's got his best player, Ellis Burks, in there too.
You're right. Hall of Famer.
Yeah. Ooh.
Hey, Max, look at your offense,
to
bro.
A 4-3 lead. 14 hits, 412 bat, 5 home runs.
Travis Fryman.
Travis Fryman.
Oh my gosh. The crap. Ellis Burks who? he goes off too, though.
Man. 3 for 4 with a run, a solo homer, and stolen base. So yeah, Burks goes off. Fryman 2 for 3, 2 runs, 2 homer, 4 RBI. We got Ken Boyer 2 for 4, the 2-run bomb. Bobby Dorr, Oregonian, 2 for 4. He hits a solo homer. What the heck? But MVD, and they had 2 stolen bases. Vern Stevens had a good game. 2 hits, 3 RBI, and a stolen base. Walker Cooper had a stolen base. Mookie Betts 2 for 5, 2 runs. Look at Minnie Minoso against his old team. 2 hits and an RBI. Max battled it out for a 4-3 lead, and he's got his ace, Johan Santana, on the mound. Come on. He's got him right where he wants him. But do we need to put some respect on Dazzy Vance's name still? I don't know. Max says ready for punishment.
Raleigh
wow.
freaking fingers. I cannot.
Get this guy out of here. He's killing me.
Max, dang it. Max, you first 2 picks next year, you're picking relief pitchers. I don't care. Get the best. I am done watching it.
Chapman and Kimbrel or something.
And then they get blown up. He'd get all their worst games.
It's true. Look at Santana's game. 11 strikeouts over 7 innings, 2 earned runs. So he was great, but Dazzy Vance, respect on his name. Win quality start, 9 innings, 2 runs. He had 11 strikeouts, 0 walks in 9 innings. And Robertson got a save.
I don't even know what to say anymore.
A point in 10 innings, MVD had a .3 FIP. That is awesome.
What does he always say? He's been a thorn in his fantasy side for years.
Yeah, that's a thorn right there. That's for sure. And he blew his Johan Santana start. Dude, Santana's still going to be first in the Cy Young race, though. He just put up 11 Ks over 7 innings, a win and a quality start. Raleigh fingers, though. Oh, my gosh. I can't with this dude. Oh,
man.
Okay, game 2. Trevor Hoffman. Are we glad? Are we happy to see Trevor?
I don't even know.
At this point, I think I am. But he's probably going to give up runs. Let's be honest.
It's the craziest thing, man.
Gary Nolan, Trevor Hoffman versus Mickey Lolich, another local Oregonian, and David Robertson. Oh, my. Oof, what a crazy game that first one was. Okay, game 2. Who's going to jump out to a lead?
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, wow.
Dude, Larry Doby, 3 for 4, 3 RBIs. David Justice, 2 for 4 with a bomb and 2 RBIs. Dustin Pedroia with a 3-run homer. Eric Chavez with a 2-run homer. Golly.
Moneyball Chavez. 12 RBI for that squad. Just 4 strikeouts. Max had 9 runs. Look at every single player in his team had exactly 1 run.
Wow.
That's impressive.
Wow.
Oh, McGuire struck out 3 times. It would have been a tie in stolen strikeouts if it weren't for him.
Is it not weird how baseball stats work like that? Like
yeah.
That's just random.
So random. 5-3. Honestly, if I'm Max, I'm happy it's 5-3. It looks like it could be worse than that. Gary Nolan has got to pick up 2 extra runs against Mickey Lolich. Lolich has been not great this year. So
Trevor Hoffman.
I don't know.
Hoffman?
Oh, he does it.
Trevor
Hoffman.
Trevor, give him a hand
clap. Mariano Rivera line.
He comes back.
Save and a strikeout. Look at Gary Nolan, a 5-hit shutout.
Wow.
Well, not a shutout. He doesn't get the win. Shame on the Phillies. Come on. You don't get this man a win. 5 hits, no runs over 9 innings, 2 walks, 8 strikeouts. Lolich was okay. 2 runs over 5 2/3, and Robertson was actually very good. 2 2/3 scoreless with a win and 4 strikeouts. But Gary Nolan and Trevor Hoffman got it done.
Look at you, man. Good comeback.
Okay, now Max, please tell me Hoffman's pitching game 3. Please tell me. If I see Raleigh,
yeah, we're gonna go ahead and skip it.
Okay. Let's see. We got a tie here. Could Max win this series? He could. He has Trevor Hoffman.
Oh, Trevor's
there.
number 1 reliever now after that game.
But we have a 1999 Chris Carpenter. How are we feeling about that?
He's again one of those hit or miss.
Or that seems like early career for him, isn't that 99?
Yeah,
really early.
2011.
Wasn't he with like the Blue Jays or something? At the
Yeah,
beginning
Blue
of his career?
Jays. Yeah, and then he came to the Cardinals for the 2011 World Series run. So that tells you.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. A very
Come
young
on.
Carpenter.
Max, come on.
Come on. Versus the Yankees 2022 Garrett Cole. So that's not prime Garrett Cole, but he was obviously still very good in 2 years ago. Okay. Get those bats going.
Oh boy. Mookie Betts, 3 for 6, 3 RBIs and a home run. Ralph Kiner, 2 for 4, home run, 2 RBIs. Max,
did MVD just got 23 RBI in 2 games? That's the season total for Tony Ducey's team last year.
Catching
You think
strays.
I'm exaggerating? You think I'm exaggerating?
Catching strays, Tony, my man.
Sorry, Tony. Oh, you got to come back and redeem yourself. Oh my. Bell Dickey, 2 hits, 2 runs, 2 RBI. Oy, oy, oy. This is tough, Max. You're in trouble. Ken Boyer had 2 hits and an RBI for you. He's been pretty good. Leo Ordonez hit a solo homer. Only 2 strikeouts for Max, but this is despite a 182 batting average. Oh boy. Well, we got Carpenter and Hoffman versus Garrett Cole and Todd Worrell.
Uh-oh. All you gotta do, Chris, is be okay.
Oh. Garrett Cole left the door open.
9
Oh my.
walks, Carpenter? Seriously?
9 walks?
What are you doing?
Oh, 6 2/3. Hoffman threw 2 scoreless innings. Hoffman's back, baby.
Oh, I didn't even notice, Hoff. I just looked at the 9 walks. That a boy, Hoff.
Garrett Cole left the door open. 5 earned runs over 6 innings.
Max, dang it.
You know what? This wouldn't have happened if the American Nightmare was pitching this game. Not Chris Carpenter.
Yeah. Shame on you.
I know it's easy to play Monday morning quarterback, but excuse me.
Wow.
MVD takes it 2-1. Yeah, pretty much sums it up. Shoot, obviously Picklesburg not out of it by any means. Now, the good news for Picklesburg is that they just got the toughest team in their division out of the way.
It's true.
The next 2 weeks they face the Squirrels and Chuckwagon fans.
Yeah.
So, from there we'll see.
It is true.
Whereas some of the other guys he's battling with are going to have to play some pretty good teams.
Go to the American League, and that hurt decently because now he's 2 behind.
It did.
And
he's tied with Mendoza.
He needs what he really needs. I said it earlier, but I think his only path is for Masters and Ethan to dismantle Mosby.
Yeah. Which, that is, Mosby has to go through crazy good competition.
Yeah.
These last 2 weeks. So, say he goes 1-2 against each of those teams, which seems reasonable. He would have 2 more wins and 4 losses. So he would end up with 21 wins.
And 21 losses.
And 500. And then Picklesburg, there's a real chance. This is going to be close, man.
Who won the series between Picklesburg and Mosby? That would determine if they finish 500 together.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
And that's a very real, that could be a very real outcome, too.
Let's see. Picklesburg. It was week 2. It was a 2-1 result in favor of Picklesburg.
Week 2 they played? They're not in division, are they?
No, they're not. It was randomized in the beginning. It wasn't set divisions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some of them were in division.
Oh, that's right, because we had to call them out. Yeah, okay. So Picklesburg, all he needs to do is finish 500 with Mosby to get in.
That is a very important detail. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. This is going to be close, man. Going to be close. And then, who knows? Maybe Mendoza is going to come out of nowhere and be like, hey, actually,
right.
we want to get in the playoffs.
Well,
crazy. Well, Max eked out one against MVD. MVD's got 24 wins now. Does that guarantee them it does, the best record?
They've won their division. They have officially won their division.
They will have the top record currently in the league after this week, and they have clinched their division. MVD,
congratulations. First division
manager. First year manager too. Wow. Okay, Max, you did this to yourself, sir.
Right. I uninvite him.
This would be like if I were in a league and I invited Ben to it. Come on now. Oh, we did that. It's called the old buddies. We took a last place team and got to the semifinals. Anyways. Well, great battle. Great battle. Man, what are we going on to next here?
Well, you mentioned it just a while ago. We have the Chuckwagon fans versus the Dead Sea Squirrels. Now, listen, I'd like to play this. If the Dead Sea Squirrels sweeps here, he's 500. Why are we talking about Picklesburg? If Dead Sea Squirrels.
Yeah. The scrappy Squirrels could actually shock the world. They could. They're still hanging around. Yeah.
Crazy.
They're hoping for a great week this week. But, yeah, both these teams.
No. I wonder if Dan will sneak in here and be watching and not comment until about midway. Dan, you in here?
And he normally gets us busting up laughing, too.
Mm-hmm. He is fantastic.
What I love about both these teams is they're both playing their best players every game, going for it.
Might as well.
Because they know they need to. There is at least one team in the league that needs to do that. That's not. So it's not a given. I won't call John out by name, but
yeah, I wouldn't do that either.
We're looking at, in game 1, Don Drysdale and John Franco versus Red Faber and Lee Smith. So here's the hilarious thing. Chuckwagon fans, starting all Dons today. Don Drysdale, Don Sutton, Don...
I love it.
I know. It's the week of the Dons. It's the dawning of a new starting lineup for him. So...
Dawn of the Dead. All right.
Red Faber and Lee Smith. So John Franco's been really good lately for him, actually. And of course, Julio Franco. Now, what's up with all these name similarities?
Crazy.
I don't know. I feel like the managers start messing around. They get halfway through the draft. They're like, oh, what if I get all the Jose's?
I'll just draft Alberts from now on.
Yeah. Oh. Next year, we're going to have a team of Joes. Joe DiMaggio, Joe Morgan.
Right.
Oh, my. Look at these guys hitting. What? Okay.
Who are we kidding?
Okay.
We have our championship preview right here.
Yeah, marquee game. Save this for the end.
Heck.
Double for the Squirrels. Get 10 runs and 8 RBI. They're up 4-3, but 24 combined hits between these teams. Let's see. Ron Santo hit a 2-run homer. We got Joey Votto 2 for 2 with a walk, 2 runs, and a solo homer. We have King Griffey Jr. had 2 RBI. Rafael Palmeiro 2 hits RBI. Joe Morgan 2 hits, 2 walks RBI. We have Jay Buhner 1 for 2 with a 3-run homer. And of course, Julio Franco's got to get 2 hits and an RBI. He's in that MVP race. Julio Franco, of course.
Yeah, right.
Okay, what a great battle. Maybe this will transition over into pitching. Don Drysdale, Red Faber. Oh my.
Lee Smith, my lord. 7 walks for Red Faber. God.
Ugh. He gave up no earned runs, though.
Congratulations, Chuckwagon fans. Yeah.
We got to shout out Don Drysdale with a 2-hit shutout. 3 walks, 7 strikeouts. That's a great game. And then John Franco gets the win in a scoreless inning. Lee Smith was bad there. Okay. Well, Chuckwagon fans take game 1. So much for Squirrels getting that sweep.
Yeah.
Don Sutton, Don number 2. Don Sutton and John Franco versus Rick Russell and Lee Smith. Let's see. Let's see if these offenses can stay hot, huh? Dude. Oh, look at this Chuckwagon.
What are we doing?
5 home runs and 13 RBI.
God bless, Dan. What'd you do? Freaking rob a
Where's
steroid?
this been? Jay Buhner, grand slam. We got Dave Winfield 3 for 4 with a home run, 2 RBI. Gary Carter 2 for 4, 2 runs, 2 homer, and 4 RBI. Jeez, Morgan had an RBI and a stolen base. Oh my goodness! 6.
Forget the Dead Sea Squirrels sweeping. What are we talking about?
Yeah,
we got the best team in the league right here.
Yeah, we're quickly looking at the other way around. Yeah. Well, Sutton versus Russell, and sorry, down 6-0 with Rick Russell on the mound. I think you're cooked there.
Oh
well, Sutton.
Eyes.
Oh,
Jesus. It's like in Jurassic Park when they pull up to that big pile of crap.
Yeah. Just digging through it. Oh my gosh. Salvage anything you can. Well, John Franco stays hot, save with the scoreless inning, so he did something good. Lee Smith, 2 innings, 2 earned runs. Oh my goodness gracious. Well, okay. Dan takes it. Chuckwagon fans 8-5. Let's go into game 3. Don number 3. Don Newcomb.
It's working.
And John Franco versus Stan Kovaleski and Lee Smith. Can this Chuckwagon bats just stay in fuego here in game 3? I mean, they've been nuclear.
What is going on? What? Who are these guys? Gary Carter has went nuts today.
2 multi-homer games for Gary Carter. 3 for 5, 2 runs, 2 homers, 6. Wait, okay. 7, 20, 31 RBI in 3 games for Chuckwagon.
Dan.
Gary Carter in the last 2 games has hit 4 home runs and 10 RBI. Oh my!
Listen, on the other side, though, I mean, Steve Finley gets a 2-run homer. Stan Musial with a home run. You know, he has 6 walks, 5 RBIs, 6 runs, wins the runs category. But I can't get over Dan's offense.
This is insane. And just 3 strikeouts. So he's up 5-2. I feel like he should be up more, but like you said, as Squirrels actually did decent.
Dan's about to go 3-0. He's about to sweep.
Newcomb versus Franco. Now, before we paste in this pitching stats, I did a hint, and we both did hints this week.
Oh.
I did a hint, and it was... let me pull this over here so you can see what we're looking at. Facebook decides to be weird and not show most recent. I don't know why it does this. It should automatically do most recent. But that was yours, which this is still on board.
Take your chat down. Take your chat down. Yeah, I get it.
Okay. Oh yeah, we got family cuteness. Yeah. Good call. This one's a tough hint. Now, we've been getting people getting the hints, so I wanted to make this one a little tough. So I said this week a closer takes L's in every one of his outings was a loss in real life, coughing up runs each time to the tune of a 10.39 ERA. Better hope he's not yours. This is actually castor beans to make castor oil. And Lee Smith is from Castor High School in Castor, Louisiana.
Holy cow, that was deep.
Game 1, he gave up 2 earned runs. Game 2, he gave up 2 earned runs. So Game 3 is not boding well for Lee Smith.
Deep right there.
That was a tough one. Oh! We have a tie.
Are you kidding me?
Wait. So runs go to Squirrel, RBI to Chuckwagon, and ERA to the Squirrels. How did Chuckwagon not win that? Wow.
All you needed was a win or a quality start or a save. It didn't matter.
And we knew that Lee Smith was going to give up a run. Newcomb only lasts 2 innings. He gives up 2 runs. Franco didn't even give up a run, but Stan lasted 5 innings, 1 run. Lee Smith gave up the 1. It was just enough for a tie, and then the Squirrels take it. My goodness.
Dude.
And look, the 1 run made all the difference in the runs.
Wow.
Well, it would have then gone to strikeouts, actually. So it's a 2-run difference, technically. He would have had to have lost runs. But,
wow.
Man, that was close. But talk about an offensive onslaught.
No kidding, Dan. Your offense was nuts.
His roto offense is about to go up at least 5 positions. At least. What the heck? The Squirrels just eke out a win to come out there not getting swept. And that might be KOing the Squirrels there in the grand scheme of things. How are we looking?
Yeah.
Ooh, well, I don't know. 16-20. They're not KO'd yet, but doesn't help.
The problem is, but they've got Max and they've got MVD to go.
Oh, yeah. And they're 3 games. Yeah. They would need everything would have to align.
They'd have to sweep both, basically.
Yeah. So they're not completely out of it, but they're in trouble now. Trouble.
Well, congratulations, Dan. Congratulations, Dano.
Yeah.
He's been a lot better than he performed last year. We didn't talk about Roto, but he was 21st in Roto, and then the Dead Sea Squirrels are actually dead last. They're 24th in Roto. Well, the way they performed just now,
yeah.
Freaking Chuckwagon fans are about to be the number 3 ranked Roto team.
Yeah, seriously.
Golly. So, anywho,
well, that was fun. that was a surprise. Like, what the heck just happened? But
Yeah.
What do we have next?
We have the Doo-Whoppers coming off did they sweep last week? Was it a sweep? I think they swept, didn't they?
I do actually have the schedule handy here, so I could tell you. It's
big.
They did. They swept Millbrae.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. 16
and
17.
Then let's see. In the week before, they swept Millbrae. Sorry, in the week before. 1 and 2. Never mind. Well, they swept last week.
Yeah, they swept last week to get back to 16 and 17. And they're playing Stoney's Jabronies 12 and 21. But here's the bigger story in this matchup. According to Roto, the Doo-Whoppers are the 10th ranked Roto team.
Ooh.
And Stoney's Jabronies are the 14th ranked Roto team.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I mean, again, it's one of those things you look at the records and you're like, they're still pretty good teams. Now, I think we might have accidentally told John earlier what he should be doing, but he's not. But regardless, good luck. Doo-Whoppers is a lot to play for here. They really need this.
Oh, yeah. Huge implications for them. They're right in that crazy push for the playoffs. And we're looking at Phil Necro and Jason Isringhausen versus Andy Messersmith and Tom Henke. Old reliable, surprisingly good Tom Henke. Okay, let's splash some offense in this. Oh, man.
Pretty good. Look at these offenses.
We've had some fun numbers today in some of these matchups.
Mm-hmm.
Doo-Whoppers up 4-3. Let's see what Berkman, 2 hits and a walk. Got Edgar Martinez, 1 for 3, a walk, 2 RBI. Jason Kendall, 2 hits, 2 RBI. Stolen base from Brett Butler. And then over on the other side, Matt Holliday, 3 for 4 with a walk and a 2-run homer. Ray Durham, 2 for 5 with a 2-run bomb. So what do I know? Because, Ray Durham backup second baseman getting it done. What do I know, honestly? So, all right. Well, Doo-Whoppers only up by 1. It's going to come down to the pitching. And Phil Necro, Andy Messersmith. I don't know. I mean, both these guys can go. Who knows?
Not moving the needle for me, but it'll go.
Yeah. Oh,
John. Big dog.
Necro. Yeah. Win quality start, 9 innings, 5 hits, 1 run, no walks, 6 strikeouts. Isringhausen gets touched up a little. He goes up 2 hits and a run. John, though, taking it 9-5. Messersmith was not good. Hinkie only pitched to 1 batter. Can't be messing around, Brett. Can't be messing around, dude. You need these wins. Got to turn it around. We're looking at Mel Stottlemyre and Troy Percival versus David Price and Rafael Soriano. Definite advantage Doo-Whoppers in that matchup. But you never know, man. Let's see what Tim McCarver can do. Troy Glass. Tony Gwynn's only game tonight, so you better make it count.
Oh my God. Freaking gross. Freaking. Look at Doo-Whoppers almost wins 8-0 almost with 194 batting average.
Oh my.
We're definitely getting a text from John tonight. My team sucks.
Tim Salmon back up 1 for 3 with 2 walks, 3 runs, a 2-run homer. Nomar Garcia Parra, 3 hits and an RBI. Stone bases from Carl Crawford, Chuck Knobloch, and Jason Varitek. Excuse me. I got to just check really quick how many. 162 stolen bases for Varitek was 3.
Wow.
So Nice. Yeah, Tim McCarver 0 for 4. Trey Gloss 0 for 4, 2 strikeouts. Matt Kemp 0 for 2 strikeouts. Anyways, all right. Let's just splash the pitching on there whenever we can because I don't think it's going to matter.
Oh, dear God.
Oh. Dude. That
freaking football.
2 touchdowns.
Jeez.
Oh my. What? That's the biggest margin of victory all season.
David Price with 12 carries for 83 yards and a touchdown.
Seriously. 130 yards for Rafael Soriano on the ground. He gets the trifecta. Oh, man. Stoudemire was bad. Percival's all right, but it wasn't a save situation. None of that matters. 14-0. What a statement win in game 2 for the Doo-Whoppers.
The legend of John continues.
My. John just can't have a normal game, it seems. I accidentally closed out. Game 3. Okay, so Roy Oswalt and Troy Percival versus Chris Sale and Tom Hankey. I like this matchup. But let's see what the sticks can do. Oh, okay. Oh, my. 412. Doo-Whoppers. Wow. Man, their offense has actually been good all year.
Doo-Whoppers Roto offense 12th. They're 12th. 9th.
I wish I'd been better. Huh.
That's weird.
Look at Chick Haffey's line there.
Oh my Lord. 6 RBIs.
Yeah, 4 for 4, 4 runs, a walk, a home run, 6
What's
RBI.
the deal with the 6 RBI games today?
We've had at least 3, haven't we?
Yeah.
Maybe 4? No, Gary Carter got one too. Yeah. We've had 4 6 RBI games. That would have been a good factoid, but that's all right. We already had enough this week. Holy moly. That Chick Haffey going bonkers. Solo homer for Mike Piazza. Anyways. 5-1 lead for Doo-Whoppers. He's going to need Oswalt to perform, and we're going to have Sale melt down to have any sort of alternate ending to this story.
Well, he gets one of those, and it doesn't matter because the other one did not happen.
Percival. Man, that's going to bump him back off of the reliever of the year race. He got bumped off, and then he worked his way back up. Now he's going to get bumped down again. 3 runs in 1 inning for Percival. Yeah, Sale wasn't good. He gave up 4 runs over 5 innings, but Hankey, all reliable, gets the save. Doo-Whoppers take 2 out of 3, and actually that's going to be good for them. They're sitting right at 500.
Yep.
Ooh.
18-18.
National League.
And that's where it matters. Tied with Gashouse Gang.
Wow.
So there's 7
1
teams
game
there.
behind Quakers.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7 teams there. Go look and see what the Doo-Whoppers and Gashouse, what happened to them this year. You had the schedule pulled up there?
Doo-Whoppers. Oh, yeah. Doo-Whoppers and Gashouse. Let's see. They played in week 1.
No way.
And it was a 2-1 advantage. Gashouse.
No way.
He was beat by our buddy
Wayne.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Wow. Yep. So Gashouse has the tiebreaker. So Doo-Whoppers needs to look out for that.
Hey, go wash your.
Oh man, this is gonna be like, it's gonna be a cat fight, man. Cat fight for that final playoff spot.
Man, that's I can't even.
Because there's all these teams are separated by 2 games. So only 2 teams out of these 5 can make it in. Yeah.
Well, I mean, even in Louisville Sluggers, which is their next segue into this next matchup, but Louisville Sluggers are right there. They go if Louisville Sluggers go 2-1 here against OGs, we have
They're
3
three-way tie.
teams tied for 18-18.
Oh my gosh. Crazy.
Which brings up
Is this our
matinee, our last game.
matinee?
OGs versus the Louisville Sluggers. And look at this. 2 teams. Well, not currently because Doo-Whoppers have played, but we're top of the division, 19-14 OGs, Louisville Sluggers 16-17. Look at the previous matchup, though.
Sluggers took it 2-1. Yeah.
Man. 11th ranked roto for OG, 16th ranked roto for Louisville Sluggers. Pretty even. I mean, it's pretty even.
No, OGs have, I said it earlier, they've been doing a good job of creating separation finally. Now today they need to keep up that momentum, but this is the Sluggers' final chance at the OGs this year. If they could get some sort of statement series win, that would be crazy. That'd be chaos. So excited to see it. In game 1, we're looking at and see the Sluggers are not pulling punches. They got Bob Gibson on the mound versus Dick Rudolph. And look at some backups in here. We got Derek Lee, Otis Nixon, Mike Sosha, Max Bishop.
You know, we haven't seen either. We didn't see Walter Johnson last week. And if I'm not mistaken, we don't see him again this week.
We do not. You're correct.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's the ace up his sleeve is staying in the sleeve. Well, we'll see. We'll see with all these backups in here how they do. Oh, dude.
And if you don't mind, Mr. Preston, with Gary Sheffield, 3 for 3, 3 runs, 1 walk, 2 home runs, 7 RBIs, and 2 stolen bases.
The heck?
Please go to Facebook. That is a chef standing in a field.
Yes.
Gary
is
Sheffield, ladies and gentlemen. Gary Sheffield.
That's good. I like that.
Everybody guessed Gordon, and nobody got it, baby.
That's a good one. A chef in the field. I didn't even think about that. That is great. Oh my gosh.
Man, look at this game. Look at it.
3 for 3. 3 runs, a walk, 2 homers, 7 RBI, and 2 stolen bases. That's video game numbers. Video game on rookie mode.
That's crazy.
Oh my gosh. That is awesome. And then they still got Mo Vaughn with 2 hits, a solo homer, and then Christian Yelich, 3 for 4, 3 runs, a walk, a 3-run homer. He hit 15 RBI. JD Martinez, 4 for 4 with 3. Dude. A triple-double, 14 hits, 12 runs, 15 RBI.
You know what's sad? Look at the Louisville Sluggers line.
Yeah, their line's not bad at all.
Jermaine Dye solo home run. Barry Bonds solo home run. You know, almost
2
everybody
stolen
had a
bases.
hit.
Bonds had and Wills each had stolen bases. Yeah, this is a solid line. 300 batting average, and he's down 7-0. Dude.
Sheffield, baby. Sheffield.
Man, Sheffield.
I was worried when I made it too. I thought they're gonna get this one. This will be too easy. And they all started guessing Gordon. I'm like, ooh, I might have him.
So good. Well, this is just see what the pitchers did.
Oh, Bob Gibson.
Sad to lose Bob
game.
Gibson. Oh, man.
Incredible game.
1 run over 9 innings, 5 hits, 1 walk, 12 strikeouts. Cordero, 2/3 scoreless, but Bruce Sutter gets a save up there. Dick Rudolph had a quality start. It's 10-4 victory for these OGs, looking like a number 1 team in the division there. They earned every bit of that win. Holy moly.
That puts them at 20 wins.
20-win club. All right. Well, game 2. Gosh, we got to have a hangover on this offense, or are they just going to keep it up? This is the OG offense we told them about early in the season. It took a while to kick in. And looking pretty decent in game 2.
Excuse me. But not as good as that.
Ooh.
Look at this line.
Excuse me. Double for the Sluggers. 10 RBI.
Maury Wheels, 2 for 5, a home run, 3 RBIs. Jermaine Dye again with a home run. Like, it was 1 for 5 with a 3-run
bomb.
Pete Rose actually does something.
3 hits, 2 runs, and an RBI. That's pretty nice. Max Bishop had a game on the other side, 2 for 3, 2 runs, 3 walks, and Matt Carpenter did something. 1 for 3 with a walk and a 2-run homer. Okay,
calm down, Carp. Calm down.
Yeah.
Look at Buster Posey though.
0 for 6, 3 strikeouts. Yikes! What in the Ryan Braun is that? Well, 5-2. It's Falkenberg versus Steeb. So I could really go either way. Well, it went one way. Sluggers take it 9-3. Steeb win quality start, 6 2/3, 6 hits, 2 earned runs. Cordero with a scoreless inning. Rivera had a scoreless inning, but it wasn't a safe situation. Falkenberg gave up 3 over 9. Tied series. If Sluggers come out and win game 3, that's actually pretty big for them. We're looking at Roy Halladay and Bruce Sutter versus Jack Morris and Francisco Cordero. Not to throw shade. Well, no, I won't throw shade on Jack Morris, but I like Halladay in this matchup. Okay, what can the mighty Wally Berger do today? Oh, well, 3 for 4. 2 runs and an RBI. What is up with these offenses?
Look at these lines right now.
4-4 tie? How's this a tie? I'm sorry, but
it's everywhere.
I mean,
all over the place.
Okay, where to start? So double for OGs, 13 hits, almost a triple-double. They had 10 runs, 9 RBI. Mo Vaughn has a 3-run bomb. Sandberg, 2 hits, RBI. Carpenter, another good game, 2 hits, 2 walks. We got 2 stolen bases from Pete Rose. Cesar Cedeno goes 0 for 5, but manages a stolen base somehow. Barry Bonds, there it is. 2 for 5, 2 runs, 2 homer, 2 RBI. So we're tied going into pitching. The intrigue. Halladay versus Morris. Let's send it. What?
Look at that.
What is that?
By Roy Halladay.
This happened in the 21st century? 10 scoreless innings? What a boss. 3 hits over 10 innings and 1 walk? Dude.
That's insane.
Run away with it. Thanks to Halladay. And Suter did great too. Morris got lit up. Wow. Roy Halladay, hats off. Geez, the OGs showed up this week. They are looking like a powerhouse team right now. The way they just played. 21.
Man.
21-15.
Which,
All of a
again,
sudden,
yeah.
I was just say, all of a sudden that division doesn't look like a joke anymore.
Yeah, exactly. It's not as big of, I mean, you could sit there and argue, well, which one's more of a joke, the West or the Central?
Wow.
Look at the records.
I mean, it's nearly 1-for-1. Nearly. Wow. Well, that's cool. Oh, man. Well, good for the OGs. The Sluggers, though, what does that mean for this? So they're sitting down there tied with the Boomers, 1 game out of that final spot. So wait, 1, 2, 3. So that final 6th spot is a tie between Gashouse Gang and Doo-Whoppers, with Sluggers and Boomers 1 game back from it. 1 spot, 4 teams.
Dude.
Man, this is going to be like frantic over the next 2 weeks.
I don't even.
Oh, my.
I can't even. It's hard for me to process this.
Yeah. Jeez. It's hard to think that of these 4 teams, only one's going to be in the playoffs. But oh, so that's the National League. Goodness. And so we have a tie for first between Dancin Homers, Puddletown. Sasquad and OGs right behind them. American League, we're looking at. MVD has a 2-game cushion in first. Desperados right behind them. Short Porch right behind them. $hitMachine down to 4th in the league, in the American League. Masters and Mosby special. Wait. 3, 4. They're tied for 5 and 6. And then you got 2 games back. Picklesburg and Mendoza. They need some right things to happen for them. They're going to have to perform, but definitely possible.
Okay, well here's something. I kept saying that about Max, but Mendoza Liners just played Mosby, so they also need Masters and Ethan to dismantle Mosby.
Yep. Or Masters has the same record as Mosby. What if, just for the sake of chaos, Mendoza somehow sweeps Masters when they play them? Can you imagine?
The smell.
Can you imagine?
And then Mosby beats. I can't even process it right now.
Still be so chaotic.
Can you imagine? Listen, first of all, can you imagine Masters not being in the playoffs? Second of all, can you imagine what Ethan will give to Brent if Brent doesn't make the playoffs?
Oh my. Free pizza every week for a year. Oh my. Oh, I love this so much. So awesome. I like how the main standings, it's like, what goes 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1. It's kind of distributed between the different divisions.
So you can see there by the change. Formidable obviously took the biggest hit. $hitMachine dropped 3 spots.
And they did. Yeah. Wow, a lot of zeros up there. But Desperados moving up 2 when you're that high up, that's a big deal. But Millbrae on the our highest riser was our guest. On the stream broadcast. Millbrae moving up 3 spots. Gosh dang, man. I just can't get over that one year when to make the playoffs, Mosby had to go Or was it Morgan?
It was Morgan.
Morgan had to go 6-0 the last 2 weeks, and Mosby had to go 0-6 the last 2 weeks. And Mosby had the lead in the final game until the very last pitching pull, the relief pitcher. who blew the game, and he just barely did not make the playoffs. And again, I didn't even quite realize that because it had to be that for even a tie. And then the tiebreaker went to Morgan. So sometimes the craziest things imaginable can happen.
So bonkers, man.
Yeah. It's crazy. Oh, so fun, so funny. So funny. It will be interesting here. We can look ahead to
Let's do it. I can't
next
wait.
week.
Let's look at this next week.
Let me zoom it in before
I'll keep this.
Over.
I keep the standings up here. We can.
Game 1. We have Gashouse Gang versus Pine Tar Bandits, and now we've basically established Pine Tar's kind of playing spoiler. Gashouse is trying desperately to get one of those last playoff spots. So this is Travis's chance to play. Sorry. Yeah, no. That's what we did this week. Pine Tar Bandits versus Millbrae Boomers. So he has a chance to play spoiler against the Boomers, who are behind the 8 ball a little bit. They need wins.
Honestly,
so
that game should be full of starters.
Yeah, it should be. It should. Because this is going to be, it's do or, Millbrae, from here on out, it's win or go home, basically. Gashouse versus Puddletown. This one's where Puddletown's still sitting pretty comfortably up there, but he has told me he wants that first round bye. So if you look at it in the American National League, the top 2 records get the first round bye, and he's only 1 game above. Sasquad would have to win the division. OGs. He's only 1 game above.
OGs is coming, though. OGs is coming.
So that's the thing is Puddletown, and as far as making the playoffs, they have it set and winning their division. But that bye is huge in the first round. You never know what happens in the playoffs. Yeah. So I predict he'll start bringing it too. We got OGs and Doo-Whoppers. The Doo-Whoppers, the emerging team, trying to get up there, sneak into the playoffs. They're tied for that last spot. But the OGs, again, they're trying to grab that first round bye and win their division. So Louisville Slugger versus Stoney Jabronies. Stoney Jabronies, chance to play spoiler here. Again, very hard team to sweep because John always has at least one really good game every week.
Yeah.
So, but if Sluggers could somehow manage a sweep, that would be, if anyone gets a sweep at this point, that's huge. But that would give them 20 wins.
Should be seeing all starters.
A winning record. So we'll see. 5-star versus Quazy Quakers. 5 stars kind of in the spoiler position now, which is crazy to say because they're 5th in Roto. But Quazy Quakers, they're sitting 1 game above. I mean, they're not out of the woods in the bubble, by any means. So they're on thin ice too. They need to play well because 5-star is going to put up good numbers.
Yeah.
Sasquad and Dancin.
Oh, what a juggernaut!
Sasquad could take over the division. He's only 1 game back.
Dancin homers. Gosh, look at this.
Put on notice. This is going to be a crazy battle. We got Masters of the Diamond Mosby. There's so much riding on this game, not just for these teams, all the teams, but they're both tied right now.
Whoever loses game 1, Max is rooting for them to get swept.
They're tied for the 5th and 6th spot. That's true. That will become the new team they want to get whooped. They're tied with each other for 5th and 6th. This is
honestly, they're still not out of winning their division either. They're only 2 back of Ethan. It would have to be. I mean,
the way Ethan's playing, though, man, it's going to be tough. And Ethan's got Mendoza Liners, who are last in the division, but we've established no joke. So Liners have a tall task because Short Porch are like playing out of their minds right now.
Yeah.
But they need those wins. And then Ethan, he's going to want to win because he wants to win the division.
Mm-hmm.
Chuckwagon versus MVD. Dan's always playing for pride. And what was up with his offense this week?
Yeah, if he does that again, MVD, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
What the heck was that all about?
MVD, I guess technically this game has the least intrigue because MVD has clinched division.
They want the 1 seed, but yeah.
They got the 1 seed. They could plausibly, if they keep leaking games, they could plausibly not get the bye. But
if they want the 1
I'd say
seed, they need to
least at stake currently in this matchup of all the matchups. But
yeah.
Dead Sea Squirrels versus Picklesburg. Max has to capitalize, but the Scrappy Squirrels, I don't know. Any team that has King Griffey Jr. and Stan Musial, I know, right? But he's running low on usage for Johan. So, but
he's got to get in.
You can't save and try because you don't live to fight another day if you save.
He's got to get in.
So.
Yeah, he's got to get in.
So, yeah, we better see American Nightmare next week. Old Dominion versus Tiger Lilies.
Ooh, that one could be ugly.
Tiger Lilies are going to put up. They don't put up bad numbers. They had a great week this week. They can play the spoilers. They're going to put up a fight. Desperados have been pretty dang good. Can their pitching do it or not? We'll see. $, hitMachine versus Formidable. $, trying to get off the schneid here. But Formidable being like they put up good numbers too. They're a good roto team. So
good roto team, yeah.
You got to show up. Got to earn it. Man, it's going to be crazy. Oh, my.
Oh, gosh. Don't even know what to think.
2 weeks left in this season. We're getting so close to playoffs. Playoffs? Ugh.
Well, I'll say the thing I usually say. You guys can go ahead and set your lineups. I know I was encouraging managers real early last week to set those lineups.
And actually, last week was, I will thank you. I would like to officially thank you all. It was by far the best in terms of getting lineups in early. I actually did at least 2 matchups. That was crucial because as soon as the work week started, I had like no time to do lineups. Ben stayed up. Ben was so clutch last night, staying up late, knocking out 3 matchups with Baseball Reference erroring on.
Oh my Lord, that was strange.
I set my alarm this morning for 3:30 a.m. and got up, and I was knocking out matchups because I was going to be busy at work. But I got the error at one point. So then I transitioned to finishing the video, which I needed to do anyways. And by the time I came back, it was back up. So that worked out. But yes, the lineups are cleared out for everybody. Please go in and fill them out sooner rather than later because my next work week is also going to be bonkers. The next month is going to be crazy for me. So.
And before we get off here, that hat, what's that hat you're wearing?
Yeah, maybe this is why the offensive onslaught happened for Chuckwagon fans. Today, I am repping the Valley Catholic Valiants. Ooh, there we go. The Valiants. I don't know what a Valiant is, but I mean, I guess it's a Valiant tonight.
Dano, I'll take a 7 3/8. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Preston's got my address.
Yep, you might be your new lucky hat. Yeah, I thought I like this hat. So, and it's actually a Nike hat.
Oh,
yeah, because gotta be Nike school out here. Yep, go Valiants. They start up pretty soon, I imagine. So, yeah.
Okay.
All right, everybody, stay safe this week. Be blessed. Be happy. Thank you for tuning in. It's a crazy week. Love it. We'll put your lineups in. We'll see y'all later.